I gotta change the fucking.
All right.
I gotta share it, and I gotta in the window tint group, and I gotta change the.
Yeah, I'm in my Facebook now.
Hold on, somebody's talking shit about. Hold up. Yeah, old dude got the better of me the first 2 times, but I smacked him on his little booty cheeks, with the baby powder like a baby. But he did give me 2 times. But yeah, I won. I won the last one. Andre Kilgore. Are you like that in chess? You want to put it to the test, mate? All right. Now I gotta get back on the track. Back. Now I gotta change the title. All right. Here it is.
How long you been playing chess for?
Since when I got locked up, so 2000. I really started playing 2016. But I'm not like they would have little tournaments and shit like in the unit.
Yeah.
And I would just watch. And whenever we'd be on lockdown, my celly, his name was Dwayne Sheridan, good dude. He was from Kentucky. And he would grab the chessboard, and you're stuck in a cell, bro, for like sometimes a week or 2 weeks. Sometimes one time we were on lockdown for a fucking month. And so he just stopped. We had nothing to do, so he just taught me how to play. And we started playing. One chess game would sometimes last. Like that one was like 10 minutes, but sometimes like if you win your time, like a time game, if you run out of fucking time, you lose automatically. Like if you watch that movie, The Queen's Gambit or Ricky Bobby, you watch someone like on YouTube and it's like you run out of time, it's over. But we never played with a time limit, so we would take our time and we would think for like maybe 10 minutes on the move. So I'd never played a timed game until I went online.
Okay.
What about you? You know how to play?
Nah, just I've messed with it before.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. I used to play. I played checkers before. It's a little easier, but
Right. Yeah, a baby can play checkers, nigga. That ain't impressive.
Yeah.
You ain't impressing nobody. I'm fucking with you though. But no,
I
chess
know,
is
bro. I
cool
know
because
how you
chess
are.
is like you got to get in their head. You got to think, what are they gonna do? Kind of like with checkers. Ain't no wrong with checkers.
Okay.
But if you was to tell some, hold up, if you told some grown ass man or a chick, yeah, I know how to play checkers. They're gonna say, oh, that's cool. Do you know how to tie your shoes too? You know how to wipe your ass? You know that the cereal goes in first, then the milk? Oh, okay. Well, good for you.
Oh, that's comedy. That's funny shit.
I don't like to be a smart ass, but sometimes it's like, you're really proud of that? Guess what? I got my new apartment, my first apartment. Cool. How old are you? I'm 42, and I just moved out. Just got my first apartment. I'm so proud of myself. So
Bro.
I'm an asshole. But no, it's like, now some people, like a grown ass man should have been moved out. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's like there's some shit you're not supposed to be proud of. I'm fucking stupid. All right, I'm gonna share these. We're gonna get Jay Bird in here. Jay Bird, man, he's told me some other secrets that we're gonna release. We got to trickle them down like at a slow pace because if you release it all, you can't overload somebody with too much information. But Jay Bird, he's like, we stayed up till 5 in the morning, like off,
Just
like
talking.
Hell yeah, like sharing ideas, interesting stories. Good dude. He's in here, so let's see.
I think you were with Mauricio, and that was a really good live too. With you and him, we're just going crazy. That was good. I like.
Yeah, I love doing that, man, because you get to hear.
I learned a couple things off that.
Did you? Where's Jay Bird at? Jay Bird. All right, let me try to call this cracker real quick. We're gonna get now. It's shared. A few people. Here he is, James Elwood. Yeah. So this is kind of Jay Bird. You there? There he is. Boom. And they're like swimwear. Let me make sure everything's in on the live. See, this is what I want to do. My ultimate goal is to be like Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
I love that. But it's like,
podcasts.
Yeah, it's not just him. Theo Vaughn, Joey Diaz, Two Bears in a Cave with, what's his name? Brett Kreischer.
Tom Segura.
Yes. Dude, I love, it's like instead of video games, I just love talking to people. I got that from my mom, dude.
Yeah.
I love hearing people's stories. I love learning shit, listening, laughing. Dude, to me, that's like playing video games. Like just talking to people. It's like, I don't know where the hell you live at, but it would take forever to fly there. Talking on the phone's one thing, but this video chat shit, it's like we're in the fucking room. But anyways.
That's crazy.
Yo.
What up, James Elwood? So this Luke, talk about yourself, Luke. Luke Martin. Who are you? Where you at? What's going
on? From Marion, Iowa, kind of by.
You say Iowa?
Cedar Rapids. Yeah, Iowa.
Okay.
And I don't know. I picked up tinting around like last year after I graduated high school. And
damn, got started early as a motherfucker.
Yeah, I know.
That's a
I see
man.
people younger than me, and I wish I would have even started younger.
No, you're in the prime. What do you think about that, James? I started at fucking at 30, 29. It's like, dude, you got 10 years on it, the average. Fuck.
That's a perfect age to start right after 18, 19, right after high school. I'm gonna go get in the light now in my shop.
Yeah, because you're always in the dark, James Elwood. You're always trying to hide something.
Coming out of the dark.
Yeah, what you? Yeah, he's got this fuck blackout curtains. His whole house is blacked out. I didn't see the light till I was already a man, and by then to me it was nothing but blinding. You like bang, James Elwood.
That's why my electric bill's so low.
Hey, that's smart. See, guess what? In the fucking wintertime, I like it cold. And instead of putting the AC on in my fucking house, I just crack the window up. My cat gets to look outside and look at the bugs and the people and spy on me. It's like my camera security system. And it gets no AC when the cold air is blowing in. I got the window open right now. It's 63 in this bitch.
But anyway, you're probably one of those person that likes it fresh. You can't sleep when it's hot and stuff like that.
Exactly. I don't live my life that way. If I'm hot, if it's over 68, if somebody keeps it 72 in the house, I'm walking out. I'm sorry. I don't live like that.
Who got you interested in tinting, Luke, or what started it?
Well, first, I mean, I got my car tinted like when I was 16, and I always thought that was pretty cool. And
yeah,
then I was like, well, I kind of want to do something else to my car, so I'm like, the taillights look pretty smooth, so I looked up a couple YouTube videos and
tint the taillights.
Yeah, and I did that.
Did you let me ask you this, did you accidentally use actual window tint first instead of actual vinyl wrap?
No,
I did that shit. I was like, why is this shit working? What'd you say now?
Okay. No, but I actually looked up a couple YouTube videos and then I just ordered some off Amazon, and it took me a couple tries, but then I got it. And
only a couple, and you figured it out?
Yeah.
Fuck, you must be a quick learner, dude. I went through like the whole, what was it? It comes in like 5 feet. I went through like 5.
Oh, yeah. I had to order another roll the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you must be a quick learner. Yeah.
Then, then I took out the taillights. Then that was a little easier for me. So when I took it out, not doing it straight on the car.
Right.
You know where most people. So are you tinting full cars right now, or what's going on?
I just did. I just had like 3 the past couple of days.
Damn.
Windshield.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
some people learn a lot quicker than others.
That's what I'm saying.
And whenever COVID hit, a lot of people were getting money, and they were buying plotters and they were buying film, and they didn't make it, so they ended up selling it. It's cool that you made it, because a lot of people give up before. A lot of people think that you just watch the video and you're gonna do it and you're gonna open a business tomorrow, and then if you're doing a lot of so how long have you been tinting? For a year?
Damn near. But like not super consistent, but like I started around like November taking it seriously after I quit my job. I was like,
what job did you have?
I was working with an electrician, so I was considered an apprentice, but I don't know, he was just kind of a dick, and I was just like, fuck this shit.
That's so weird, because the first guy I tinted, shout out to Sebastian Sumner, he tinted, I taught him how to tint, and then he went to become an electrician. He did it the opposite, but I was proud of him, though. I was proud of him. I was happy. I was like, dude, go get it, man. No, like I didn't know if he was going to feel like I'm letting him down because I'm not going to be a tinter. I was like, no, go do it, man. That way you always have something on the back burner. If you decide you don't want to do that, or if you could do it on the weekend. So I was happy for him. So that's kind of weird that you started out the opposite.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's cool. So what made you say electricity ain't for me?
Dude, it was just like I remember the last day. It was pretty cold out, and like I don't know, I was already in a bad mood because like when we got to the shop or whatever, he was just like pissed off from the day before and started yelling. I'm just like, all right, put me in a bad mood at like 6:30. I'm like, fuck.
Damn, that's your whole day ruined then.
Yeah, then we get to the job site and I'm literally putting on my gloves and he's like, let's go. I'm like, I'm trying to put on my gloves and just like he's like rushing me. Then he's like, then he pulled me aside. He was like, you need to think if you really want to do this. Then I thought about it all day and I said, fuck it. I just dropped off my tools at his house and
Now, did you just not like the work? Because I mean, was it just that he was a dick? Like if he wasn't a dick, you think you would have started with it?
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
right.
It was just, I don't know.
Because you could always find another boss, right? You could always work for somebody else. There's electricians everywhere. I didn't know if it was like you didn't, your boss kind of pushed you out of it, or if it was just the type of work like climbing up on fucking light poles and going to people's houses rewiring. It's like I'm not big on wires. But that's good. You got a background. Like if you got to do some wiring and shit, like for stereos.
You can use it for your own stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good that you got that.
I've been around that construction stuff a lot of my life. My dad builds houses, and now he owns his own like company and stuff. So he just has, I help him every once in a while.
James Elwood, what the fuck's going on with your camera, dude?
I think. Hold on. I think it's because I switched internets. I'm gonna go in there now.
Man, this is one thing you'll learn about James Elwood. Smart dude, but he don't know how the hell to use a damn phone with a camera on it. His camera's always going. I think he does it just to fuck with me. I think he really knows, but he's a bigger troll than me. It's like James always sees a letter J. You turn your camera on. Oh, I thought it was on. He knows it ain't on. He's just fucking with me.
And then he don't show up on time either.
That has never happened. That's fake news. That's fake news. All right. So what's something that
I'm gonna get in.
No, take your time. Don't worry. We only have an hour meet before it clicks us off. So listen, like with Google Meet, it's free, but for an hour. So we could switch it and go to another one. I'd have to have, because I got like 1,200 different Gmail accounts. Like I'm sure everybody does. I got 18 phones. Each one has 500 to 700 Gmails. But anyways, besides that, so damn, you're staying busy like that already?
I mean, like I was busy. I got like probably 3 or 4 cars like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Then I was like not busy for like 2 weeks. Then it picked back up. Like I got another car Friday.
Right.
And yeah.
Now, how did you learn though? Let's get to that because you started doing the vinyl wrap and you watched the taillights. YouTube?
Yeah, Matt.
Or you just had
them.
Okay. Because when people are like, well, now here's how I say, how'd you learn how to tint? When someone says I learned by myself, that makes me think like James Elwood. Like he didn't have YouTube back when he started. He just had a roll of film, a fucking knife, and a squeegee. And that's it. And spray bottle.
And I had
that's different than learning on YouTube. Huh? Oh yeah, teacher too.
I had a real life teacher.
Yeah.
I had a real tinter that I went to work with for free. So there was no YouTube back then.
Yeah.
Like you guys got it made because nobody wanted to give up no secrets back then.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm trying to flip
afraid, the auto painters, mechanics, and window tinters, they were afraid you're going to take all their bread, especially if you were in a small town.
Yeah.
Even JC when he started 4 years ago, no shop wanted him in, let him in. Everybody wanted to charge him so much a day.
He was like, about $600 a day. I can't afford that, but everybody else said no.
They won't let you. Some shops won't let you in especially a small town or just their mentality because they think you're gonna take all their bids, you know.
Yeah.
And
I was like,
go ahead, Luke.
I actually went to go meet with this guy. He does wrap and tint, and we were maybe gonna work together, but then he was thinking about it a little more, and he didn't really want to. Because like if you split it up a little bit, there's like not that much money. Like you'd have to.
The pizza's only so big. There's only so many slices. Yeah. But you could also use that time because what if you got to go? I don't know. Let's see. It's like you could get cars done faster and you could learn from each other. But to me, I would do that for a time. But like realistically, like I would know in the back of my mind, not forever. Right. Yeah, in a way, that's just me.
Mm-hmm. He texted me though, and he said that I should just stick to my own on tinting, but he'd also like need help on like wrap jobs though.
Well, so that's cool that y'all are still cool because it's still where it said no, we don't fuck with each other. But it's like you can do. Let's say if y'all both did 3 cars on your own, right? You make the same amount of money. Let's say you make $300 profit, 360, you make $900. Now, if y'all both did 6 cars together in a day, you still make the same amount of fucking money in the same amount of time because y'all could do the car and split it.
Yeah,
50-50 minus the cost of film. So you're doing more cars, getting more practice in the same amount of time. Because if it took you 2 hours to do a car, you work with him, you get it done in half the time.
That's my problem is like teamwork. When I started out, we were 5-6 tinners at a glass and tin shop.
Damn, 5 to 6.
5 or 6 at
and they all did it different, right?
Well, yeah, some were good, some were bad. Some would leave different gaps, some would leave dirt, some cared more about the work.
Right, that's what I'd be worried about. Like if a car came back, you don't know who did that bad one, or who did it.
Yeah, you don't know who to blame. But I think that's a lot of our problems. Like we shouldn't have a scarcity mentality. If we have 2 or 3 people, there's more money to be made, and I don't know. It's
like I think
it's fun working with a good tinner or a good prepper.
Right. Yeah.
If you got,
you're right.
Have you always worked alone, JC? Or
yeah, I mean, pretty much. I worked for about a year. I worked with this other dude named Zach that owns Exact Tinting, and he had been tint for a little bit longer than me. The first good, and the end bad. But
did they pay you well? Did they pay
I
you
didn't.
well?
I didn't get paid. I had my own thing. I worked with. We had 2 different tinters in the same building. He had his business, I had mine, and then this other guy named Ray Diaz. Shout out to Ray. And it was cool until it wasn't. I'm not gonna go into it, but that's something I'll talk about in private. Then I'm just saying.
So you were just like renting out a spot, and you do your own jobs, and you make your own money, everything.
Yeah, it was me and Ray, and then a buddy of mine said, "Hey, I know a guy that wants to do window tint, and he already knows how to do it, but he's looking to partner up with someone." And then he moved in here, and we would split on jobs. If I wanted to get home early, or if I wanted to go bang my girlfriend, or if I had to go a doctor's appointment, hey man, you want this job? Yeah, and I would get a percentage of it. And I didn't even touch it, and I knew that he knew how to tint good, right? He had a different style. He used a glove and a heat gun. I used a hard card. He was a 2-stager too, but he liked to Frankenstein windshields. I'm like, what the fuck? Now he could reverse roll, but he would Frankenstein the windshield like it was nothing. I was like, fuck that. But he was still good though. He was fast. He was faster than me, so he did help me with his speed a lot. I'm not gonna talk about the bad shit. I would, but it's like at the end of the day, I told everybody I just wanted to do my own thing eventually. But he did teach me some things, helped me get a little bit quicker, taught me how to weed the film better because I was weeding the film and shit was ripping off. So he did show me some things. He used instead of the handle squeegee, he would use like the yellow turbo and do it like that. So different styles, but he was still good. He was pretty good.
That's
fast.
what we started out with.
But we just had a difference of opinion. Yeah.
Those yellow turbos. We started with the black turbo.
Did you?
And the films were a lot thinner, and we got those yellow turbos before the Blue Max. I was tinting before the Blue Max even came out.
Damn.
But it's hard to break the habit of that yellow turbo because I think Sean from Window Tint Warrior still uses it.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
because it's just so easy. You could clean with it,
right,
and then you squeegee with it, but
I don't think there's enough pressure. Like with that handle, you can push out more water. Yeah. I don't think you can push.
I got away from it because I got away from it because it's good as a cleaner, but it'll hurt your hand. And when you put that pressure, it'll start hurting the way you're holding. It'll hurt your hand.
Yeah, you'll get fucking arthritis. Now, what's your style, Luke? Do you 2-stage? Do you see bottom load? What's your style?
I 2-stage, so I don't pull off any panels. That's right. Correct, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The guy I was talking to pulls panels. What? Yeah.
Right.
What? Go ahead.
I was gonna say 2-stage is universal, right?
But,
but pulling panels, if you break that clip, even on a new, if you accidentally break that clip, the door panel ain't gonna fit in right, dude. And you're gonna have to. Some of them are specially made.
But I'm just too scared.
Now, pulling the seal is one thing. Like you can pull the seal out without taking the door panel off. You know what I mean? Is that right, James? You can just pull the seal and
a lot of the if you're part of bottom loading group, what I'll do is like your Hondas, they'll all just pull back usually, and they all mostly just have one screw behind the handle. But you got your Hondas, you got your certain ones. But when you get into these ones with like 7 different screws, and we got a Phillips here, and we got a Torx 15 here, and a T25 there, I don't want to do all that.
Right,
it's just too much time too.
Yeah.
And then you know what it creates? I've practiced with everything because I have the time to practice with everything. I've practiced with the bottom load tools. I've practiced with bottom loading with the tools on. Panels on, sliding it in there and everything. But with the panels, I'm older, my hands hurt more, and then it creates more stress. Like the other day I just
more shit that could go wrong.
Yeah, the other one I just 2-stage something, and I was just like, man, that was so less stressful, because I played with everything on purpose to have different views on it,
Yeah. Now, what about this? So how long before you were pretty confident? You practice and you're like, okay, I'm ready now to start tinting other people's cars, Luke. Like after you
Did you do your own cars or your family's cars, or how'd you get?
Yeah, I started just by spending all day in the garage doing my front window, and then just my mom's car, my brother's truck, then just friends and stuff too. Like
everybody put it on. Now, what film did you start out with too?
Exactly. What film and tools? What was your process of where do I get tools or film now?
Yeah.
Or Did you start
Okay.
with Walmart
from-
film or what went down?
I was on Instagram scrolling and I'm watching a lot of Tint stuff on Instagram. Then Tint X showed up. So I'm
Yep.
like, let's check it out. Then
Low cost.
got some tools, got like a roll of ceramic, then
You
just
practice with
went there.
ceramic?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That Tint X ceramic.
Now I'm not.
Yeah.
No, that's probably the lowest cost ceramic besides like maybe precision window films or
300 a roll or something.
But it's like you thinking you're gonna throw the shit away, right? That's why my thing is if you're gonna practice with film, use rock rose. You can get 300 feet for $300. You can get 100 feet of ceramic for $300. You're gonna throw it away in the end anyways, right?
Yeah.
That's my process. Not saying what you did wrong. I practiced with Geo Shield.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I was buying Pro Nano, or excuse me, Pro Classic, $250 a box. Practicing, throwing it away. I thought I was supposed to do. Now going back on, I'm like, I'm throwing away fucking $2.50 worth of fucking film a foot. The basics is just shrinking, cutting it, installing it. And I touched rock roses.
What were you saying for $300 for what?
For 300,
300 feet?
It's $100 for a fucking 40 by 100 foot. Yeah. On Amazon, rock rose, carbon. It's
Rock
100.
rose.
Yeah, it's the Amazon tint. You didn't know that?
No, I the other day I ordered it.
The fucking 36 is like $80 for 100 feet. 36 by 100.
Okay,
like
I ordered a 40 by 100 for my son to practice of the 5%. It was 100, but it was T-View.
Where's that at?
On Amazon. It was T-View. So it's about the same price, right?
I'm gonna pull it up real quick and put it on the chat.
They have 300 foot. They have 300 foot rolls all together. Or are you talking
No,
about?
I'm just saying if you buy 3 100 foot rolls.
Oh, okay. Yeah, $300. I get you.
Yeah. So it's because you got to think if you buy. I was where he said I was buying. I think the ceramics close to $300. I'm not saying that like going back like everything's fucking 2020 in hindsight.
Are you fully hand cutter, Luke, or plotter?
Yep, hand cutting.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, just trying to learn how to do that the best.
Right.
So then, I definitely do want a plotter in the future, but like for like the back windshields and stuff, you know, like. Oh, that's the tip brand he was talking about.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the plotter, V4.
The plotter.
Anthony Bays. Shout out to Anthony Bays. Fucking, it's like you can get the $350 one. It works. So there's one like 6. Dude, if I go back again, there's no way in fuck I'd have spent $1,800. $350.
Has
Luke seen the Sharpie trick that you do?
Yeah, he said he knew about it. What would you say about this?
Tracing it?
Yeah, you put the Sharpie in the fucking plotter and it traces it for you.
Oh, I saw that. I thought you were talking about the Sharpie method, but no, that was actually cool. That was cool.
Yeah, because it's
you know what, you know where I got it from? The Cricut machine at home. They're making fun of us, but it's okay. But the Cricut comes with a marker, bro. So imagine this. Like, I don't even have a plotter. But you imagine all these new guys that are having problems. You've heard all the problems they have with the blades, and you heard all the problems they have with the cut strips. And JC used 50 to 80 feet to set his up. People said they set it up in 2 minutes with 2 feet. But
I don't fucking believe
it. You imagine it drawing out all your windshield, your back window, or whatever. You still cut your doors; they're quick. You can use it for doors. You cannot. But you imagine like cutting out a windshield. And it's off a little bit, and you shrink it. Well, you can go back to your cut board, or you can get a button on the windshield if you don't like cutting the card, and you can add more or take away. You can add more or take away right there. You get a second chance, and you're not losing all your film. You cut it with the blade; it's too short, too big. It's too big. It's fine. It's too short. It's too short. It's in the trash.
Yeah, I did that the other day on my buddy's windshield. Like it moved, it shifted, and I'm like, "Fuck!"
It's over with.
So I tried to save it. Maybe I can use it for another windshield.
And you know how much shit I got in the scrap? I got 4 fucking boxes full of scraps, dude. From bad cuts where the blade didn't go all the way through or went through too much, and you're trying to weed it, and it's like breaking off. Well, if you used a plotter before, Luke?
No.
Okay, well, you might not understand what I'm saying. It's like when you peel it off, it doesn't always peel off like a sticker. It'll get stuck and rip off, and it's like you got to stop and peel little pieces of it. By that time, you could have fucking hand cut it. But with the marker, you're not weeding it at all. You're just cutting it out. So there's no weeding it. It's not going to break off. You just cut around it. You know what I'm saying?
When you're pulling the excess around your patterns, sometimes if it doesn't cut right, you can't really see it. It'll rip into your pattern and ruin your whole pattern. You can't have a V cut on the top of your door. You can't have it on the side, maybe on the bottom if it's long enough, but you can't have this V rip on the top of the in the top of the door window.
You should send that to me, JC.
What?
That plotter you're talking about.
I'm telling the chat right now. Are you looking at the live chat?
Yeah, I got it pulled up on my
Hold
computer
up.
now.
Damn it. Every time I click out of this. Yeah,
So
check it
what
out.
this
Look.
is gonna do, Luke, these guys want everybody to buy $6,000, $8,000,
Yeah,
$10,000
for
plotters,
what?
right?
For what?
Because watch this, because they say they cut perfect, and they said, oh, that's cool, right? But what about me and you who never had a plotter that want one to play with? It's gonna draw the pattern out just like JC's
Just like it.
$1,500, $1,800 one,
I'm a,
$8,000 one, $300
yeah.
one.
Draw just the same. Now, I've used a Graph Tech. Zach from Exact Tinting had one. You know all it does that to me was beneficial. Instead of you having to line it up like you got to line like the little let's see where the blade holder is. You have to kind of manually do it. It just does it automatically. It maybe saves you 1 second to line it up.
Yeah.
It automatically finds the origin. Number two, the roller wheel. Let me pull this up. Like when you have a 36-inch roll on my Titan 2. The roller wheels are like an inch wide, and the 40-inch roll fucking lines up perfect. The 20-inch roll kind of does, but you can't get it to the very edge. You can get that. You have more. Let me say, when you have a 36-inch roll with the Titan 2, it's got small roller wheels. You can't line it up to where the roller wheels are supposed to be on the very edge of the film because it leaves like a little track mark when it goes in and out. So if you can't have it on the very edge of the film, like the half inch on each side, the fucking roller wheel, no matter where you line it up on the Titan 2, the roller wheel is going to be like 4 inches. Oh, it's going to leave roller marks. No way. There's no way. But where it's got a bigger, and the Vivor has a long ass roller wheel, so that you can for sure line it up on the edges, so the roller marks won't be on the middle of part of the fucking pattern.
Okay. Yeah,
you can cut
it
that.
Won't be on the piece.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So the Vivor, from what I see in these pictures, has that, and that makes if I could go back again, I would have never bought the fucking. Not that the Titan 2 is bad, but the Vivor is the more bang for the buck. At the end of the day, what are you doing? You're plotting out patterns. And my Titan 2, it does cut, like it was cutting good. I didn't have any problem. The problem was, and I'll say this for the record, the Titan 2, it gives you like that white and cutting strip, and it has either glue that you're supposed to put in like the little channel to put the fucking thing on, or it's got this double-sided sticky tape. My problem was that double-sided sticky tape, after like a while, it started to disintegrate, so it wasn't laying on there even. It was laying on there like that. And so when that knife goes on there, it's like going up and it's hitting like grooves and shit, and it would cut all the way through on the left side, cut perfect in the middle, and not cut deep enough. And I was like, what the fuck is going on, dude? I would watch the videos, use the double-sided sticky tape, and that's exactly what the fucking problem was. So I cleaned all the and it takes forever to get that fucking sticky tape off that channel. It took forever to clean that shit off. I had to scrub the fuck out of it, and you can't man. So I cleaned, finally after 2 hours, I cleaned all that shit off. I just laid the fucking cutting strip in there and just put tape over it. So it was even. I said, ain't that a bitch? The tape that they gave me is what the fucking problem was. Because when I peeled the actual cutting strip off, looked at the tape, it looked like the Appalachian Mountains on a globe. It was all textured and it was raised up, and I'm like, what? But the tape they give you is the fucking problem. For me, at least.
So once you did that, then you put masking tape over it, and then you dialed it in?
Exactly. It's exactly what I did.
And then
look
do
at
you
this.
put one layer of tape or two?
Two. Yeah. I think you could use one, but if you got two, see where this says, hold up, I'm going to zoom this in. Aluminum roller shaft right here. That's the thing. That's the thing. Hold up. Let me see. Where this roller wheel. Let's see. Let me go.
Oh, right there.
Right there. Well, see how long that is on the fucking Titan 2s? It's small. I'm going to fucking screenshot this. That's what makes it work. The fucking roller shafts are long. That's like how the Jaguars are, the Rolands, and the expensive ones. If I knew the Vivor, if I knew what I knew now, I could have bought 4 of them. 5, actually, because they're $350, 2 of them $700, and then so 4 of them is $1,400, and it was $18. So I could have bought 5 of these mother. I could have one in every corner in the room, one in the middle, for the price of that one fucking Titan 2. It's not that the Titan 2 shit, but at the end of the day,
yeah.
I think tint is like toilet paper. You get what you pay for. But I think a plotter is like eggs. Or milk. You can get the great value one. It still works. My fucking point.
Okay.
Dude. And so, are you really going to spend 6 months saving up $6,000 to use a plotter? Or are you going to just fucking save up money for a week to get $350 and you're plotting after a week? Or are you going to wait 6 months to plot?
And then film it. I've always been afraid to buy a plotter because all the problems with the blades and the cut strips, and then the software patterns not fitting. When we hand cut, everything fits. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's basically the Sharpie is a hand cut and plotter without all the problems with the plotter. It's quicker than a hand cut. Boom. That's the way I see it. And I felt like people they had a hard time understanding the benefits. I'm like, y'all fucking retarded? No disrespect, but
what about the top edge though?
You just
are you having it cut?
You just hand cut it. Now
you're tracing it.
If you're if you're a bad motherfucker, you could probably. I think if you're good, I think you could trace it right on the top of that Sharpie line if you're real good, and it would be good. But my peel board is fucking. It's kind of like textured. Well, I got two of them, but you could always just cut a little bit more at the bottom, like when you cut down like the marker method. So at the bottom of the pattern, cut like an extra inch, and then just cut at the top an extra inch, and then put that pattern on the fucking. But really, I would just hand cut the side doors anyways. I think that's faster.
Yeah, you could just. This is going to be more beneficial for like quarters,
everyone but the roll
fixed quarters, rubber quarters, back windows, SUVs, back 3/2 of the SUVs, back of vans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The shit where you gotta go get a light and have somebody hold it for you and put glass aid and do this.
Yeah, the glass aid's okay, but it's like the glass aid would move on me. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. And the glass aid on 5%, James Ellwood, all right, you have to have a light.
It's moved on the corners on me twice, and it's irritating to almost lose the whole pattern.
This is something I've been doing recently with the glass aid. I've just been cutting on the sides, but I'll just put it on the bottom because I can't really see it with the light, and I'll just cut the bottom. That's about it.
See,
that's where the idea came from. I used to do it with masking tape.
Yeah.
You know what? You know why that bottom's such a pain in the ass?
Why?
Because the hair on the deck makes you, when you have a light in there, it makes you think that you're cutting by the hair on the deck, not on the actual matrix. But when we have tape on the outside, I started doing the idea with masking tape just for that bottom half that I couldn't see.
Okay.
And then I could see fine with the light on the two sides.
Yeah.
You know, that idea came from a shop where I'm at in a little town in Socorro, New Mexico, years ago.
Nice.
And I only seen two other people do it when I was messing with it, but they didn't come out and share it. They didn't come out and share it.
Yeah, because it's like
some guy was using like a blue pinstripe tape, and now if you look all over, everybody has Tint X has a $2 roll, and Rodney has some, and all these sites, Solar Effects, they all Sun Distributing. Now everybody has some type of roll, whether it's thin or thick, but everybody has some type of deal.
Exactly.
And that started in a little shop in New Mexico.
Okay.
And it just helped you. If you have 5%, you still got to shine a light on the outside.
Exactly.
But it's
now
better
20 and 35, you can see through it.
It's better than you jumping in and out of the car and with somebody holding a light, you know?
Yeah. Especially because I to hold a light.
Yeah. And if it's got, think about when that car's got the fucking third brake light, like an Audi or like even my 2011 Malibu's got that third brake light that you can't take out. The light doesn't, it's blocking the light, dude. You can't.
That was the car I tinted today at Malibu.
Really? What year?
No, a Cruise.
Cruise, yeah.
My bad.
And so it's like I said, I don't want people to think, man, JC, you're shitting on the plotter software. You're shitting on, no, dude. The plotter DigiCut is good, bro. Core is. The patterns are mostly good, like 99% good, but all motherfuckers here is that it's like I get muted when I give them credit. Man, I had a good time using I could do that for 20. They don't hear shit, but as soon as I'm like, yeah, but the windshield patterns were short and the Tesla side patterns were short. Like they don't hear it. What I'm saying is, but all the other windows patterns I've used are good. The fucking quarter window patterns are good. When I say the quarter pattern windows on Core are good, this is what they hear.
They cut it out.
Yeah, they don't fucking listen. That goes in. They don't fucking hear it. All they hear is the fucking complaints. That's like when you damn.
I would like the plotter for the quarters too, because sometimes you have to do them 2 or 3 times. You know.
Yes. So
when you pinch a corner, just the time it would save you. When you pinch a corner or something, and then if you when you get it on the plotter, if you find out it's binding in that top corner on a Subaru or Camry, when next time you plot out the next one, you trim a little bit off that top corner. It kind of shows you where it was binding.
Exactly. Now I think it's good that you got you already got the foundation on hand cut. Now, do you it's like for me, I'm not that good at hand cutting fucking vehicles under like 1995, like them old 1987 trucks. Are you all right with those? Because Matt's videos, it didn't really show like Matt doesn't. He even said, I think he's like, I don't really do old school vehicles like 80s. You don't see him doing 80s, early 90s. Maybe now he'll do like a 2002 Honda Civic or something, or you know. But you don't see him doing no fucking old trucks and shit like that.
No,
Not because he can't,
friend's,
just because it's like
Mini.
because I think what he said is like the time it's going to take me to do a good job, it couldn't justify the price. Like, why would I like spend 5 or like 4 hours? Like Matt's not the fastest, he's not slow, but Matt takes his time, right? I like that. But it's like, why would I spend 4 hours doing a job when I could get 2 other ones done and make that much more money? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
where
it's
he's
just
so big, he
all
picks
about
and
efficiency nowadays.
Yeah. And say the another thing is the fastest tender alive is on video is John Wagner and David O'Keesman, dude, that we've seen. They hand cut. And then I think shout out to Kevin Rogers and Mauricio. Kevin Rogers used the plotter, Mauricio hand cut. Guess who won? By a little bit, by a small one. Mauricio with the hand cut. So, but sometimes it's more of a pain in the ass to hand cut like a back window, like on an Audi. Fuck, you got to be so damn fucking. There's no gap. You know what I'm talking about, James Elwood? Like on certain cars, like the back window, there's like no fucking. It's just rubber.
Yeah, dude, that's how my buddy's mini truck windshield was when I tried it. It was like an older one, like the 90s or 80s. I tried it. It was like I really didn't know what to do, and I was like, "What the fuck do I even do? This is just seal to seal."
Did it have a rubber seal?
Yeah, it was seal on the rubber on the inside and the outside. So like, there's no matrix on the windshield. I was like,
you know what you do? You shrink everything and cut everything out, and then you take your 04 your red dot, and we would cut out a little V notch on the inside of the rubber, a hair of rubber off of the inside. Then you clean it and everything, and then because if you leave it, it's gonna be dead on and it's gonna be binding.
Exactly.
And you'd have to clean it real good, and it would give you that extra room in there.
Now, what's something that you think you need to work on soon? Like something for me, I want to get better at fucking hand cutting and then the torch, because I seen that Poppy, the Puerto Rican dude. He can shrink a back window on a Corvette in less than 2 minutes.
Jesus.
2 minutes. Shrink it with a fucking
I've
torch.
definitely thought about torch shrinking. I see Sean Gee do it all the time.
Yes.
He's a beast at it. He's a beast.
Because think about how much time you'll save, and you won't have to spend that much money on electric. Dude, my electric bill fucking tripled in 1 month when I was in the garage. I bet yours did too. You got a fucking heat gun, you can buy a whole tank of that gas. It's like $8. That'll last you forever, dude. All the shit I've set on fire at my shop, I still got a half a tank. But anyways, so what's something you want to improve on that you want to work at?
Contamination for sure. Like I don't know. It feels like no matter how much I clean the window, it's like I'm always getting like little stuff. And
now, what's your
I
process?
Feel like now it's more like I was
a contamination on every window, or just like the sides, or what? You
like
should have no contamination on the fucking quarter windows. You got contamination on the quarter windows, you just need to give up, bro. Find something else to do.
But, no, it's just kind of like, I don't know, kind of by the seal sometimes, but I feel like it's just like how I handle the film though, because I was talking to someone, they said how you handle it.
Yeah.
So I kind of I was watching more installs a little bit. I see guys.
Who were you watching? Who were you watching specifically?
I was just scrolling on Facebook, and I just seen a bunch of people, and they were just they'd have it and they'd put one side in and then the other side in. So I started trying to do that, and I feel like that kind of helped a little bit, like, because when I started out, I'd always be like moving the film, and it'd always go over the top edge and cause that, and people said that it pulls in contamination too. So I kind of worked on just keeping it below that a little bit. So yeah.
What film are you using now?
I started using GeoShield C2 Carbon.
That's not bad. That's
what soap and water do you like? You like regular tap water and baby shampoo? What do you like?
I heard I saw someone saying that tap water can actually cause contamination, so I started using filtered water.
That's not bad. I use tap water, but yeah,
I just used the Tint slip from Detroit.
Tint Studio. Yeah,
yep.
That's Matt's creation.
Is it good? Does it give you enough slide?
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
That's good.
I kind of got that dialed in, and I stopped having like fingers appear up when I had it, so like I wouldn't have to heat gun it then pull them down. It's kind of just like squeegee, and I'm kind of done.
Are you mobile or in a shop, home shop?
Yeah,
what do you
Good question.
My dad builds like a big shop, so I'm just in there.
Oh, like a
It's a
garage.
shop garage.
Is it like near your house or is it like down the road in the city or something?
Oh, it's literally his garage. But
oh, nice.
yeah.
So you don't even have to. You just walk out of the house and it's right there.
No, my parents are divorced. So
Okay.
I just stay with my mom right now.
Right.
I just go there whenever I got a car, see him and shit.
Cool, man. Now, does he tint too, or what's he think about it?
Yeah, dude, he doesn't think it can be successful in my town. Yeah, to be honest.
How many shops you got in your town, and how many people are there?
I know there's in Marion, there's that one dude that just kind of started coming up a little bit. He said he hasn't even been tint that long, and he just started really but
So
what's the population in your town?
What's that?
What's the population in your town?
Let's look that up.
Big city, small? Is there a mall? Is there a movie theater? Is there a fucking Walmart?
I mean, I'm Marion, and it's a smaller town than Cedar Rapids, but Cedar Rapids is kind of big. It's like,
is there a Walmart?
Growing, I feel like.
Is there a fucking Walmart?
There's Walmart, there's a mall and stuff.
Oh, yeah, all right, yeah.
I mean, it's getting bigger.
So how many tint shops is there?
There's probably around
5, 10.
Full spec. There's at least 4 or 5 that I know of.
That's not. There's 4. There's in my city. There's Be Cool. There's Richmond Tint Audio Center. There's JC Tints, me, and then there's Exact Window Tint. So mine has 4. I think there's another Randy Fox. So my area has like 5. I think it might 5 or 6. 5. Yeah.
Do you guys think it's because you travel a little bit? Do you think it's better to travel like 30 minutes or an hour to a bigger city to get a shop or go mobile there than a small town? I think it is.
Honestly, yeah.
Let me tell you.
Money.
Let me tell you this. This chick didn't want me to talk about her, but this chick, her name's Jennifer. Fuck it. Her shop. She's got 2 fucking shops. One of them is in a small town in Wisconsin. Dude, the population, you won't believe me, dude. It's less than like 2,000 people. She's fucking loaded, bro. She has a monopoly. She's in a small ass town. And I was like, there's no way. Like she wanted to, I'm not gonna get into her personal shit, but the shit didn't work out. Kind of know the story. But she's like, and she showed me proof. She's raking in the money. I'm like, in a small fucking town? I was like, and she was like, yeah, bro, 2 shops. She's rich as fuck. And she's successful. She's got a monopoly because everybody comes to her. I didn't ever even look at it that way, dude. In a small town, she's like, she's cleaning fucking up. And she,
I know, yeah.
And she has
a shop in a big town too?
No, it's like it's not. I think it's near not Appleton. Did she say Appleton?
So she's in 2 small towns.
Yes, she's opened up another one, dude. So if you're in a small town, everybody has to only only you. They only go to you. And I thought her town's smaller than Berea, Kentucky, dude. I can't remember. I'm not gonna put all her business out there, even though she kind of pissed me off. I'm not gonna fuck her over and put all she wanted to be right. But the point is, this chick fucking loaded when it's in a small town. Everybody, she's
the only one, right?
Yes. And so she was doing so good, she opened up another fucking shop. Used to Suntech.
And she could afford or what?
Yeah, employees and everything. But see, here's the thing. Here's what I did. What might work for you, Luke, is you can be open when they are closed. They have no choice but to go to you. You can be open on the weekends. That's where I make a lot of my fucking money. When all the shops are closed, they have no choice but to come to you.
I started sacrificing weekends. I was like, fuck it, I need the money.
And that'll get and you can charge more.
Make days off during the week or whatever.
Did y'all see on the fucking group this one dude? He was talking about how he did this weekend job, and he was like, he told the dude, nah, man, I don't have the time. He's like, I'll pay you double, man. He was like, no, man, I got something going on. He said, the customer said, I'll pay you fucking triple. He said, all right, come to my shop. Motherfuckers was paying triple. I'm not saying charge triple, but you can charge the weekend fee. You can charge, so it's like you get your price plus more if you want, because people are like, I got to get it done today. I got to get it done today. I got to get it done today. Well, I'm supposed to go to church, man. How much do you want? I'll suck your dick too and pay you triple. I'll take you out for a steak dinner for a week straight every night. I need to do it right now. Okay, money talks. I don't comment on it. Bullshit walks. Hey, you're providing the service. You want me to shift? I was supposed to go on a date with my girl. I was supposed to go see my mom. She's in the hospital. I was supposed to go feed my cat. I was supposed to go get my hair cut. I got to shift all that shit for you. All right, it's going to cost you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Or you can say, no, you're not putting a loaded gun to their head, a Magnum 357 with fucking head popper bullets in it. No, you make a decision. If so, cool. If not, that's fine. My buddy who's a lawyer charges twice. He charges double rate on the weekends. People still paying. They don't have to. Call me on Monday. I'm just saying you could boost up your and make sure everybody gives you a review, bro. Because I don't know if you got. Well, you still got to get you got to get reviews. Tell them about the reviews, James Elwood. Tell them about you got to get the reviews, bro.
Yep. JC has a card that takes them straight to your page. Do you have a Google business?
I was actually just looking at that today. I was trying to set up a Facebook as well, but it has to like get verified or whatever.
Yeah, if you can use your personal Facebook, Facebook, and just create your own page. You don't have to make a whole new account.
How are you advertising? Just word of mouth, or are you on Facebook, Google?
Word to mouth. I mean, I got a Facebook that my regular Facebook I just post on and have my number in.
What about Snapchat?
I got cards.
I know some of you.
Google.
What was that?
You need that Google business. They'll call you on there.
Yes, when they search window tinting in your city, you'll pop up because most people use Google, bro. If they don't see you, they don't even know you exist, dude.
Okay.
And it's free. I think you had mentioned before you thought that you had to pay for it or something to have a Google profile.
I was looking. It was like 12. I don't know. It was like $12 a year for something.
No. Hey, they're gonna call you. People will call you and say you need to verify your account. It's a fucking scam, dude. They call me every fucking day. Don't do it. Don't. It's a bullshit. They say we'll verify your account.
I must be on the wrong website then.
Here, look on the chat real quick.
All right.
When they type in the name of your town in window tinting, you'll pop up with the 4 or 5 guys in your town. You said there's 4 shops there?
There's.
Yeah, that's what he said about that.
There's like, I don't know, there's like 2 or 3 towns that are just near each other that have their own, like small towns, then there's a bigger city.
People don't think that it could be successful. I've been doing this for 30 years, bro, 28 years in a home shop in my neighborhood.
Guess what? What if the other shops, here's another thing. A lot of other shops, tell me if I'm right, they do window tinting, they do vinyl wraps, they do stereos, they do remote starts, they do bed liners, they do lighting, they do speakers, they do leather seats. So they only have room for 2 cars. So if they got 2 remote starts, 2 speaker systems installed, and a lighting kit, they don't even have time on their schedule to do because they're only open for 8 hours. They don't have time to do a tint job. They're booked out for 2 weeks. If you just do window tint, you can get in sooner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you take deposits, Luke, or you just wait till they pay you after?
Just wait till I pay it after. But I've been thinking about actually trying to charge deposits.
I wish I had done that from the very fucking. Hey, as soon as you have 3 no shows in one day, you'll think about it. I had this one girl. I called her. She had an appointment. I had an appointment at 9, 12, and then at 3. Every fucking one of them bullshitted me. I called the girl. It was like 9:20. She didn't answer. I called her. She said, hello. You heard girls giggling in the background. I said, yeah, ma'am. I'm just seeing if you're still good for today. Who are you? I'm like, motherfucker. I knew it was going to be some shit. Yeah, this is the window tint, JC Tints. I was being nice. Oh, yeah, I don't think I'm going to. Girls, be quiet. The tint guy. I don't think I'm going to be able to make. I'm sorry. Fucking bitch. Dude, I drove all the way up to my shop. The second person didn't even answer the phone. I'm still waiting on him to call me back 2 years later. The third guy said, oh, man, yeah, I forgot, dude. I was like, well, that's fine. I'll be here all day. He said, actually, I just remembered I got a doctor's appointment, man. I'm not going to make it at all. You knew you had one fucking how did you not know you had one when you made the appointment last week, motherfucker? That's what I wanted to say. So I got fucked 3 times by 3 different people. No loop.
So they ruin your whole day, right?
Yes. Wear and tear on my. What if somebody else had said yes? I'll tell you something right now, Luke Martin. You listen to me, Luke Martin. They will not lose that. I don't give a fuck if they got a hot date with Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, Kendall Jenner. They are not going to lose that $40. Because if they're like, well, why should I pay you? I said, well, show me you're serious. I'm definitely going to be there. I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
If you cancel if you cancel on me, you lose. What do they lose? Nothing. Put some skin in the game. Show me you're honest. And Mauricio Chapa, he makes no matter if it's his friend, his mom, his wife, his kid, everyone's paying that. I think it's $20 deposit. Show me you're serious. You flip the script on. They're like, why should I? Why shouldn't you? I need to know you're serious. Why should I trust you? Hold up.
Matt started taking deposits whenever he had a bunch of no-shows too.
Yeah, let's see what ASAP Window Tinting thinks about it. Here we go. What's up, man? Always got the green screen too. I see you. What's up, big dog? We got 2 OGs. We got 2 OGs. We got a middle, like 4-year-old.
Hey, what happened to the ladies? What happened to the date? It's over already?
It went well, bro. Dude, it was a good night. I had a good night.
Already? All right.
Yeah. We're going out again on Wednesday. So mission success.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Hell
We
yeah.
got Luke in here. He's a fresh tinner.
Yeah, we got a fresh tenor. We got like a 4-year tenor. We got 2 20-year tenors. Plus, that's what it's about, dude.
Jay Bird and I were we were talking till like 2 in the morning last night, man.
I'm saying, bro.
I wish we lied that, dude. We touched on so many good points. But
yes. Yeah, I'm saying that's why I fuck with Jay Bird. How many times we stayed up till 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, Jay Bird?
Oh, all the stuff we stayed up till. You almost stayed up till 5 in the morning with that Sharpie method on the plotter.
Bro. Even before that, like when the first time we met you, with me and you, Kev Rogers, bro, we was up. I think it was with the live was like 4 hours, and we stayed up like another 4. That's like 8 hours.
Yeah. Yep, everybody took
off. Saying, yeah, I was like, I know people gotta go sleep, but fuck it, dude. I'm getting injected. I'm getting injected information, and we're laughing. We're having good stories, laughing our ass. Yeah.
Do we have to restart if it says ending in 14 minutes?
I'm about to I'm just gonna say fucking pay for the shit for the unlimited time. Fuck it.
How much is it?
$600.
No.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, well, wait.
I was like, bro, I'll cover it, but 600. That's on you.
I got a 20.
Shut up, Jeremy. Motherfucker, you talking about taking all the Lambos, 600? You probably wiped your ass for $600. You know what I'm saying? 600. You act like you broke. See, all you motherfuckers with money act like you're fucking rich. Act like you're broke. I see through the bullshit. No. No, hold up. See, look, $600. What'd you say? You act like, hold up, I'm pissed off right now. Bullshit me. Yeah, man, that's a lot of money. No, it ain't. No.
Burn one of those hundreds. Do you have
No, that's what I'm saying. This. Hold up. Son of a mother. I'm pissed off right now. No. He said 7. He said, no, this is, I'm just gonna give you a little demonstration, all right? This is what I already seen it. Fucking Jeremy Jonathan. This is fucking $100. This week does $100. It ain't shit. It ain't shit. Jeremy Jonathan is like, fucking ain't shit. He lights his fucking Cuban cigars with a $100 bill. $100 bill, Jay. That's what he does. He shows up. That's how he gets all them hot chicks. He lights his fucking weed. He lights his weed with $100 bill. Oh, shit. Motherfucker. I burnt my finger.
He gets all the hot chicks, he said.
So don't tell me you ain't fucking loaded. I seen your bank account.
I burnt the real cash.
Burn it only $1.
I burn $1 for JC.
That's why I'm telling you, I'm full of shit. Everybody is. That's why I can see when people bullshit, because I'm the biggest bullshitter. Say hello to daddy. Hey, this $100 gonna be worth a lot less very soon, right? But anyways, Luke, this is about you, not us. Fuck us. What do you need help with? What do you wish you knew?
Yeah, so I heard him talking about contamination. So, like, what are you struggling with? So I tuned out for a second so I could just hop in here real quick. What windows are you struggling with contamination? Is it like your doors? Is it certain cars? Is it older cars, newer cars, windshields, back windows?
Back windows a little bit, but
okay. So back windows, you got to like start to pay attention to like little things, like the type of deck, right? Is like you might be struggling with decks because they have carpet, right? Well, there's tricks for that. Oh my God, I'm gonna say something controversial. You just take your heat gun and you burn the hairs on the back of the carpet. The customer will never see it. They'll never see it.
Just don't let them watch you doing it. They're gonna freak out.
No, fuck no. Well, honestly, that,
or tell them that's what you're supposed to do. I'm like, yeah, you didn't know this, or flip the script on them. You didn't know you're supposed to do this. They'll be like, oh, I know. I learned something. Yeah, fuck. Yeah.
I'm just blowing the dirt out, guys. That's all it is.
Just make sure you don't catch the car on fire. Right? So,
does that leave a smell though?
You'll smell a little bit. See, Jay Bird's done this before. Jay Bird knows the trick already.
See, that's the first time I've heard about this.
I don't do that. Okay, so don't do that on like a new $100,000 Lexus or some shit. That's obvious. But I'm working on, some sort of like old fucking, like a 8-year-old Chevrolet, whatever. And there's carpet, especially if it's that linty carpet, right? Learn to like carry a vacuum with you, right? I have a little Hercules battery powered vacuum. You get a Harbor Freight for like $90 with a nice little nozzle attachment. Get in there, vacuum everything. Use your heat gun, fucking burn that hair down. Like you're probably getting contamination on the bottom of the window, right? Mostly.
There was like a little speck on just like the middle of the window. I didn't see any that much though.
What are you cleaning it with?
Clay bar and scrub pad.
Clay bar, scrub pad. What you can do too on those older ones, here's a great tip. We used to use on the older cars. We used to use those little SOS pads. They're like
Does that not scratch the glass?
no. They're $1 for 10, and the SOS pad comes with a shitload of soap, and it's like a 0004 or 500 steel wool.
Oh, okay.
And that's for older cars, not a newer
Right,
one.
right.
But if you got like an older one or whatever, you can go around the middle with that real nice, and then it cleans it a little better. And then clay bar after, clean it, scrub, clay bar after.
What squeegees do you use, and what do you use to clean the bottom of the window?
Here, I can show you guys my tools.
All right, you got them with you?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a tool critique.
There you go. Yeah. Now,
All right.
I like to
If
keep
you got
this.
a tint brush, I'm getting off this live.
No. So we got
You know,
Mattel.
listen, if he's got a $3 tint brush, he's good. If he's got the $40 tint brush,
You got that Amazon wallpaper brush? I'm following you. Okay,
Yes.
that's good stuff. I don't know. Oh, Tri-Edge makes a squeegee? What the fuck?
Started coming out with that.
That's interesting. I can't even hate on it because I love like their actual triangles. So okay, what do you have like a
what else you got? All right, I said, hey Luke, I sent you a link for the Google My Business free one. Don't ever pay for Google. Don't ever pay for Google My Business. They're gonna call you and say you need to verify your account. It's bullshit. They'll say you're not listed on Alexa, Siri, Talk. You don't need to. It's bullshit. They're trying to squeeze you out
is
$100
it your back window bag? Do you have a separate bag for back window stuff? Is that what
No, this is just this is kind of just my old like setup right now because I go to my dad's to do it, so I just bring everything on the go with me.
Gotcha. So little tip, and this is for everybody. I have a little back window bag. Like it makes everything easier. I have a little.
Okay.
I can grab it if I need to. It's a little like 15-inch cloth Harbor Freight $9 bag. It fits my dozer, my green fin, all like anything I need to do. Back window job, my heat glove, my baby powder, like everything I need to take care of a back window, inside and out, is in this little bag. So that when I'm working on it, when I'm sitting in the back seat, this little bag is right next to me. Anything I need to do this back window is right. I literally reach down and it's all right there. And when I'm done with stuff, I put it right back in the bag. The rest of my tools, like I keep like I don't really separate much stuff, but I do separate the back window tools.
Right.
I separate the removal tools because you're not gonna have to remove tint every job.
Yeah.
But the back window tools, having those all together and having them portable and like conveniently next to you, the top of it opens up so you get access to everything. That will save you a lot of time. That's a good tip for anybody. So
yeah. What about that one back window tool? Jeremy, what about that plastic thing, that black back window tool for the red dot that extends it? Did you ever figure out where to get those in?
Oh, I sent you a link.
Oh, did you? Okay, I'll check it out. I'm gonna put it on the Batman window tint group. Yeah, okay. If you send me a link, I'll.
One thing we didn't ask him: are you reverse rolling your back windows or Frankenstein?
I wanted to switch up because I did a Frankenstein today, and that kind of went a little better than a reverse roll for some reason.
Nice. I think the third brake light gets in the way for me with the reverse roll. Just for me.
I'll film a video on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
it does make it harder.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now, if it doesn't have that third brake light, sometimes if it's like a I'll tell you what, a Camaro, like a newer Camaro, reverse rolling it, or even a Challenger, I can do that too. Even though they're smaller.
Like a Model 3.
Okay.
People don't Frankenstein Model 3 windows, do they?
I don't think so. Well, I don't know.
I've never seen anybody.
Did you know?
No.
I seen two people
actually,
Frankenstein that.
Poppy did. At least the tint brush guy did.
What?
The one that won the world championship window tint shit like last month. Poppy did. He had it all over his back, fucking neck like a blanket.
3 back windows?
Yes. Hey, the video.
Marco, there's a video on it. Get it.
Marco
There's
did
a video.
It? I'll find it.
Put it on, Mark.
I will. Hey, James, is your audio somebody like it's like it's somebody's audio? It's like somebody on speaker or something. The shit's
I'll mute mine if it's mine.
James.
Hold on, hold on, let me look.
I don't think it's mine. I muted it still wrong.
Hey, James, do you think you got any headphones? Because that if it's playing out, I think we're hearing something. You have headphones you can connect? Because that might be it. Because if I play the shit, because I got my mic right here, if I have it just loud, it's going to catch on my mic and fuck it up. So headphones might help. It's like going. It's just the audio's fucked.
It's a mosquito, man.
Yeah, mosquito. Smack that motherfucker, dude. Get some bug spray.
I brought up my tint job before. The mosquitoes.
What the fuck?
Pull that
Yeah.
motherfucker out quick.
He gets the Frankenstein. This is what he does with the Frankenstein with the Model 3. He gets the whole piece. He goes like that, and he's got it like
It's
like
crazy.
that, dude.
His
He's
whole
got it like that.
I wouldn't
And he goes like
say
that.
to do it every day, but I don't know if it was for show. But that fucker's under it like that, bro.
Like that, and it doesn't touch nothing. And I'll pull it
Your
up.
whole body.
I'm gonna pin
I
that
don't
in
know
the
if he-
Batman window tint grub. I'm gonna pin it on there so it'll be at the top.
I don't know if he
It's
did it just for fun or what one time, but it's fucking crazy,
fucking
bro.
did it like nothing. I said, what? It's
That's-
impressive.
Those are skills, man. Hey, you know what, dude? As much as I
wouldn't
hate
do it.
on the tint brush, bro, credit where credit's due.
There you go.
Like that dude has some serious skills.
He
and,
does.
Like,
You don't get number one for nothing.
that was kind of my point with the whole like windshield video. Is like, yo, skills are like they can override everything. Like, you have a good method and you can back it up with a skill set. Like, man, you can do anything. You really can. Like, you got to develop those skills. It's not easy. Like what Elu doing that, like, and getting it with no contamination or touching anything. Like, that's freakish. Like,
exactly,
it's freakish.
I think so.
I seen two people do that, but so you said your Frankenstein went better?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I kind of went chill.
Well, you got to check out. Jeremy has videos how to clean the stuff around it and stuff, and I'm the same as you. My Frankensteins come out cleaner because I just been doing it forever like that. But windshields, I really don't want to Frankenstein windshields. There's a little bit more leeway on the back windows, Jimmy.
Yeah, I did a good live yesterday with some good information I'd check out, just in general, man, especially if you're new.
What'd you put it on? On what? On the Windows mobile one?
It's in the mobile group. Yeah, I did like a little 15-minute live, but I go into like basically like how to use microfibers properly, like how to like envision the contamination that you're fighting, like the invisible contamination, like realize how quickly it reaccumulates, like reducing the amount of like volume of air that the adhesive is exposed to. I'm just like kind of giving you like the highlights.
The right kind of microfibers that are clean too, not just an old dirty one.
Yep, exactly. And then like especially for like certain parts of wiping, you don't want to use the same microfiber that you clean the outside of your glass with.
Hell no, yeah.
Spraying the adhesive versus spraying the glass. You're supposed to spray the adhesive way more than the glass. The adhesive absorbs your slip solution. It's like a sponge. So if you're better off actually spraying the fucking shit out of your adhesive and minimal spray on the glass. Like hot take, I don't even use soak ropes for Dodge Ram windows.
I don't ever use soak ropes. Never.
Zero. I have 3. Robert
They get in the
Oman's
way
a G.
for me.
He sent, and that's why I don't use them, to be honest. But Robert Oman's a G. He sent me 3 of them for free. Yeah. And I was talking to Jay Bird last night. Where I do use them is if I have to remove and retint a windshield. Yeah. I'm using it for the removal to keep all that junk from like falling down there. And like there's a limit, you know.
Of course.
But outside of removals, I can't tell you how many times on where like the dash is close enough to the glass where that thing is so tight up against the edge of the windshield. When you go to pull it out, it'll like pull the tint with it. It's like, and I got skills, man, and that shit. I saw for the same reason I don't use with my soak shields. But if you're spraying your tint and the adhesive more than the glass, you don't even have to worry about those issues. It's how you're supposed to do it.
Exactly.
Okay.
And if there's any contamination on the glass and you're spraying or on the adhesive, like, and you're spraying the shit out of it, your contamination is going to fall off with that.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Right.
Okay. I don't know. I've been having a hard time with the soak ropes, like getting them like properly. I feel like, cause like I always feel like I put it in, but then I always got like maybe both sides or one side is just sticking out and just in the way.
A lot of guys just use a thin towel. They'll just use that thin towel and stuff the towel in there by itself.
Right. What about this? You know, like when you put the soak rope right on the very ends of it, it's kind of sticking out, and like the very corners of like the windows like this, and the very edge of it, it's hitting the front. You know what I did? I pushed the whole thing in, but I took a string right in the middle of the soak rope, and I pushed the whole thing. And I just got the string laying on the dash, so that way those edges.
I tried to push it in the pillar, but
so that way you can pull it back out. Like I fold it in, so that way, like I said, the very edge on your left and right, it's gonna the bottom of the fucking windshield. It's gonna be touching the like right where the dot matrix is, where it comes out. So I pushed the whole shit in there. You can't even see it.
Yeah, but
and then I get the string and I pull it out.
You had a way to get it out with that string.
The string.
Yeah,
Yeah,
string. Yeah.
string.
Tampon
I get
string.
like there you go. It's a string or a fucking fishing line, and you just pull it out the end. But I don't like it because I feel like
the Silk Rope 2.0 you just described, man.
You just
sounds like a new invention.
I did a
Yeah,
video of that.
just-
Fuck. I did a video of that like 6 months, 3 months ago. I just put a wrapped the fucking string
I
around.
never heard of that right there. You invented some shit.
I put
Yeah,
the
that's
fucking
good.
string out the middle.
Silk Rope 2.0.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't even know that. I didn't see it, but because I was like, man, that's why I don't like it so, because you're trying to put the end, the very bottom left and the bottom right, it's hitting the fucking shit. It's like where it exits out. I'm like, man, this shit's in the way, dude. And if you don't use a shit ton of water, you're not gonna just the Dodge Rams. Just get the fucking get your nut rag or get your towel and cover up that BCM. And you know what? I take it out. It's not even wet. I've actually left like 4 shop towels in the fucking trucks. I'm like, oh shit, I left it in there. I called them like, all right, I'll get it. But it's like when I pull it out, when I have to use and I use it with a lot of water. The fucking thing's drier than a grandma's twat. It's not even wet. But just be careful, and still put it on there. But yeah, those are the only ones I heard you got to watch out for. I've never had nothing fried. Knock on wood.
Grandma.
Yeah, but it don't hurt if you can use a Silk Rope like Matt does. It's like putting on 4 condoms. You're just protecting yourself even more.
Are you using just a spray bottle, Luke, or what are you using?
Yeah, I was using that, just a spray bottle that
And
I
you
showed.
said you said using filter water and tint slip.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, did you ever use baby shampoo or no?
I used to use fucking hand soap when I didn't have anything. And
That works too if you just put the right one, right amount, right one. Just about.
that's kind of what I just started. Like when I didn't have slip like that, I was just like, fuck it.
Here's the video. Here's him fucking. I'm gonna copy this when he's.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, what you can probably use shampoo as long as it's soapy water. You can probably use fucking body wash for real.
I use baby oil.
There you go. Use fucking milk. You could probably use milk. I
Just
think.
kidding.
I heard Matt. And he did this as a joke, but Matt used fucking. I think he said he heard somebody or he did a video. He tinted the windows with fucking milk, and it somehow dried out. Yeah, breast milk.
Yeah,
It was
just as
breast
a joke.
milk. As a
He
joke.
did it as a joke
But to
with
prove that it
the
still
milk
worked.
and a super soaker.
Hey, was it breast milk or regular whole milk?
Half and half. You got to mix half and half.
Half and half, yeah.
Half and half. He said, yeah.
Yeah, because if you use too much breast milk, it's got too many antibodies in it or something, too much estrogen, it could affect the film. All right, enough bullshit.
Yeah.
But
Grow nipples on it, you know what I mean?
Pregnant with Tint.
now breast milk. Oh, there's no way. You ever tasted breast milk? There's one chick I used to fuck with was pregnant. She was lactating. That shit tastes like, you think vitamin D milk tastes good? Yeah. I was breastfeeding while the baby was still in her belly. Oh, I'm not even lying, swear to God. It tastes like
fighting
sweet.
with her?
It tastes like half and half. You ever drink, like, you put the shit in your coffee?
Oh,
breast
you should
milk
put it
tastes
in
like,
your coffee.
I didn't drink
I never
coffee.
tasted it.
I didn't drink.
I never tasted it, but
Drink half and half tastes just like breast milk.
damn.
God.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is.
I didn't even think about that. I'm about to
That's
look it up
good
on
marketing.
ChatGPT in a minute. But no, I'm going to show the video of Pop. I don't like calling. What's his real name? I'm not calling this grown ass man Pop.
Elio.
Yeah.
I'm not calling a grown man Daddy. That's what girls call me when I'm, I
Good point.
I can't
Give
do
it
that.
to me, Daddy.
See, that's what the girls say. A grown ass man. I'm not no dis. Now, if you're Puerto Rican, what's up, Papi? Hey, ¿cómo estás?
Yeah,
¿Tu bueno?
to each
Sí.
other, to each other.
Yeah, like it's like
Florida.
dude or bro.
Everybody's poppy.
But then you hear the girls, oh, Papi, me gusta tu chorizo. Man,
Oh.
means I like your sausage. But anyways, here's a video of that's Jaybird knows what I'm talking about because I know the bad words. I'm saying you know what the language I'm speaking.
Oh yeah.
I'm not. Come on. All right, Frankenstein, Model 3.
I wonder if this really came out clean. It probably did if you had the right bends and all that,
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you didn't pinch it,
Yeah, I kind of I mean, I watched just some videos on it, seen it before, and kind of just did it, kind of, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just
Here's the.
I don't know,
video.
I mean,
felt decent.
If it went well your first time, like your second time's only going to get better.
Yeah,
If that's what works for you. Especially if you're in a shop and like that's what's working for you, man. And on your first try, like just you're only going to get better.
Exactly. Because it's more practice, you're gonna get. All right, here y'all can see it. I don't know if y'all are looking at the actual face of the live right now.
I'm watching it. Yeah.
Watch this shit. It's in fast speed. Look at him, dude. It's like, but I watched this 5 times. It's not. It doesn't touch the headliner. It don't touch shit, dude.
You know what? I think I have seen this now that you're playing.
Crazy.
It's like what? It's impressive. I think he. And guess what? This motherfucker. This dude ranked #1 out of all the people at WFR, bro.
Oh, he was the one that won?
Yes.
Yeah, he finally won it. He finally won it.
He beat the Chinese.
Yeah,
he beat the Korean dude.
Post about that.
He beat the Korean dude, bro. They called him the AI Tinter, the AI robot Tinter, because it's so perfect. That's what they call that Korean dude. I was watching some of his videos.
Definitely have to order that one next year. I wanted to go, but
yep, I had too much legal problems going on this past year. But
yeah, my license is suspended right now, so I can't even drive there if I wanted to.
I mean, you got something in common. Hell yeah. Well, no, I got the breathalyzer thing. You got DUI too? Ain't that a bitch? You're only 18.
No, I was just speeding.
And they suspended it for speeding?
DUI too.
Yeah.
Really?
How many times?
No, it was just a big ticket. I was
going
fast? Really fast.
What, like 30 over?
150.
I was going 120, and he clocked me.
He's up there.
Dude, is that reckless driving? You're lucky they didn't cut that fucking license up right in front of you.
Yeah. I lost for a year, and I get it back like in next
year?
Month. Yeah.
Just for speeding?
No way,
Yeah.
dude. Trust me, I'm a jailhouse lawyer.
I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. I'm still like.
Is that your first ticket ever?
I've been pulled over like twice before that for 10.
But how many?
That's strict.
How many points do you have on your license? Because 9 points, Tip, in Kentucky, you get 9. Like even reckless driving, that's just 4 points. Not just, but that's a lot. But it's like you got to get to 9 before they suspend your shit.
I don't know. That must have fucking.
So you got put you over for 120, and the judge says your license is suspended for a year.
I tried to go to court, but then they said like I'd have to like go to a court again, like with the officer there, and I was like, "Fuck that! I'll take this."
Man, what'd your dad say? Go to court. Yeah, fucking at least fight for it. You didn't get a lawyer to plead that shit down. Man, you're fucking retarded. Man,
I just bit the bullet.
I'm sorry, but you got to fight. You just bent over and let him shove that fucking triage up your ass.
Sometimes the cop won't even show up and you just win.
Yeah,
exactly. I didn't know that till like last year. So it's for a year, bro?
Yeah.
Hey,
it's over May 31st.
What was the speed limit in the zone?
That was 120 in the what?
It was like 50, 65.
So Jesus Christ, you were going 60 over?
Double, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck, I thought 20 over was. You was doing 60 over? No wonder. Damn. You lucky they didn't throw. Did they throw you in jail?
Nah, I was 17 at the time.
Oh,
so they couldn't have.
See, a minor you could rob a. People don't know this. You know how much shit I did? Credit card fraud.
Before you're
Grand
18?
Theft Auto. Yeah, credit card fraud, Grand Theft Auto. I fucking got caught stealing at Walmart and Myers. Bunch of other shit. I never went to jail. Took all that shit, and then I failed a drug test and went to jail for 2 weeks.
Talking about that.
I did all kinds of shit, bro. That's what the thing. You can rob a fucking bank with a gun, no mask, and they maybe give you probation as a minor. You can get away with murder, but don't. Even if they know that shit. All you do is call your parents. I stole my mom's car. She called the cops on me. I ran from the cops in her fucking Jeep. I thought I got away. No. It's like 2 a.m. I ran a stop sign, ran from the cops, pulled over in this fucking used car lot, went like this. Lay back in my seat. Me and my buddy. It was just like prom. It was prom. A party after prom. Uncle called me. Where the fuck are you at? I said, damn, McDonald's. Get the fuck home now. I was with my buddy. I said, we got to hurry the fuck up and go to McDonald's. We was at a party. We was about to do some shit with this one chick. I said, we got to go right before it's about to happen. I said, ain't that a bitch? Went by McDonald's, got a receipt to prove we were lying or prove we weren't lying even though we were. And as soon as she called me back, she was being real nice. I'd been stealing her car since I was 13. She taught me how to drive way too fucking soon. And so she's like, are you almost home? I'm like, why are you being nice? Did you really call the fucking cops? She said, yeah. I said, what the fuck, Mom? I thought you were drunk. Why'd you call it? And as soon as they did, that cop was coming this way. And I'm going that way. I'm like, what? He stopped in the middle of the road, did a U-turn. I said, he's fucking. I hung up. I said, Karen, hold on. Zoom, ran a fucking stop sign and a fucking 96 Jeep like I was driving a fucking race car. This fucking big-ass box on wheels. I pulled into the fucking used car lot, shut the lights off, turned off, went back in the seat like that. He went, I said.
That's like a fucking movie right there.
And then next thing you know, 6 cops pulled out fucking guns and shit because they thinking little BS free. Oh, we got some action tonight, boys. We got a fucking Grand Theft Auto situation. They didn't know it was 2 17-year-olds and no 16. I was 16 and a half, 2 16-year-olds and there's his mom's car. They thought they said, get out with your hands up. I said, oh shit. Pushed me on the car. I said, this is my mom's car. She let me drive it, you idiot. I was talking shit to the cops. I was on Xanax. I was being stupid. I had no fear. But long story short, you know what they did? They fucking took us in the back of the cop car, called my mom, and my mom was like, she played like she was real mad. She just didn't want me to go to jail. She said, John Christian, smacked me in the back of the head. I was like, ow. And then long story short, didn't even get a charge. Got to drive home that night. She let me drive that night, bro. Didn't even have to go to court or nothing for that. They just like, well, don't worry about it. It's crazy. I don't know how.
Underage.
That's
Small town.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. They didn't charge me with nothing. Like, she didn't press charges, but the state could have still picked up because I did run from the cops. And I did technically steal, but I did run from the fucking cop. I ran the stop sign and ran from him because he lit blue light. He was about 5-6 car lengths behind.
When you do your side window, do you when you first start out? I didn't know this for years. When you first start out, I didn't know this for years. I roll the side windows all the way down, right?
Yeah.
And if they're hairy, I tape the sides, and if they're rubber,
What do you tape it with? What kind of tape? You gotta be specific.
I use Tyvek, that Tyvek tape, or Matt has the tape, but I just use that Tyvek tape, or it's called
Depot.
Home Depot stuff. Sticky.
Yeah.
Well, it's for like insulation tape on the houses.
Right.
But Luke, when you're getting your contamination on your two sides, roll all 4 windows down and if you got a tape on the hairy, if they're just rubber, you get a bone tool or your corner card and go with an old microfiber, not a dirty one, but go with an old microfiber all through the sides and all through the top with all 4 windows down. And when you 2-stage, that changed my game on the half peel. You won't get no ant trails and shit coming in on the 2 sides and all that. Because if the dirt isn't there, then you can't get in there.
Yeah.
True.
Do you do that?
No, I do tape the sides though, and I do I flush them out and shit, even with the tape. Like I'm like,
yeah. After you tape them, flush the top too. Flush the top and the sides. Even if you don't tape the top, flush that channel out. Keep looking at your rag. That sucker will look like like shit till it's clean.
Right.
If it's not there, it can't get in the film. I didn't learn that for 10 years into tinting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly.
And then do you blade your window? What's the other process? Do you blade, scrubby, clay bar? What do you do this side?
Yeah.
Just usually scrub, squeegee, razor blade, then squeegee again, squeegee, then squeegee
top
again.
Edge. You wipe the top edge with it?
Yep.
Wipe your top
Always.
Microfiber.
Yep. Always.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
And so where you get most of your dirt, on the sides, in the middle of it?
Sometimes on the sides, the corners. I think, like when I roll it up sometimes and I take off the liner, it kind of touches a little bit.
Where do you peel off? Do you peel off the car or peel off a peel board?
I actually have a peel board waiting to be built. I just need to build it with my dad, but I got the piece of glass. I just need to build it.
Okay, cool. Now,
right now, yes.
Now, do you wipe around the top of the whole tool?
Yep, I started doing that more. I started taking more precautions.
Hey, Jeremy, what about this? Have you heard of spraying in the air like a little mist and it'll catch?
Yeah, I saw Sean Gee do that. I started doing that.
Okay.
Before I peel and shit.
I've made fun of that actually, but I actually do that. Especially mobile,
does it grab the particles in the air?
Yeah. Shane made a point because he was arguing with me, or we were discussing things,
right?
And we were talking about how how do you use stuff when there's wind, and I'm like, he's like, there's always wind. I'm there's a break in the wind, and Shane's point was, the break in the wind doesn't immediately suck the contamination out of the air, but I'm like, but you could do things to speed that up, like spray above the liner. That's what I do. Even mobile, I'm spraying a couple feet above the headliner,
like right before you peel.
Now you do mobile?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, mobile. Yeah. Well, I have a shop too, but I do everything, man. I'll get if there's money, I get it.
Right. Now let me ask you this, Jeremy, when you spray in the air, do you, while it's still dropping, then you peel the line, or you wait till it's all dropped, like you don't feel no mist, and then you peel the line?
I don't spray that high because I'm not I reverse roll, right? So it's different if you're Frankensteining, but if you're reverse rolling, I still do it, just not to that great extent, and I keep it closer to the liner. And I use the liner to protect the adhesive as I go to spray it down.
Okay.
So that's it's different since he's Frankensteining. I don't have enough experience Frankensteining. Like you can't do that mobile. It's just not a thing. So
Right.
and I've got the reverse roll method down so good. Like there's no reason for me to do anything else, even in my shop. But that is a good that is a good tip. Like I do spray above the liner.
Okay.
I was actually talking to one of my detail buddies that's getting in a tint, and we were thinking about coming up with like just some sort of like misting device that you could kind of put near like a window you're working on.
Yeah.
Because that it can only weigh down contamination.
Now I've seen one where they have one in a shop. I seen a dude hit a button in a shop.
Korea Tinner has that. Korea Tinner has
was
that.
Was that him that did that video? Okay.
Yeah.
I know if it was. I just saw
like
a hand hitting a button, and it's like the shit they have at Walmart where you go get the fucking lettuce and shit. It's like spray, but it's button control.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
It was probably expensive.
And blade, yeah, and then like you said, don't clean your top edge real good. Don't roll it over the top, and then move it around as least as you can. You know, and watch your two sides. Make sure they're always flat. You know, make sure the nose is flat. Make sure the back is flat. Make sure it doesn't go over the top. And if it's cleaning that goes over the top, you can still pull it down. But then when you do your sides and your two-stage, make sure the sides stay flat too when you're putting it in. You know.
Do you know how to remove the forward rear view mirrors, the spring ones?
I think didn't you go over that?
Yeah, that fucking that OTC plier tool.
Yeah, that.
Do you
I haven't used that yet.
Have you had a Ford F-150 with that fucking shit?
No, not yet. I haven't done a Ford F-150
You better fucking
yet.
get ready because you're gonna get one. It don't have a screw. You can't use an
Allen
Allen wrench.
It's a very popular truck. You're gonna do a lot of.
Yeah, you better get that fucking thing quick because you try to get that fucking.
How much is that tool?
$77. It's worth the fucking windshield. It comes in a set of 3, but you just need the one. You better get that shit yesterday because guess what? Knock on wood, tomorrow. I got a 2007 Ford F-150. I want the full windshield. You put a splice in there, I'll cuss you out, dude. You better not put a splice in that fuck. Would you put a splice in any fucking windshield, Jeremy?
No.
Fuck no.
It's horrible. No.
What's a splice?
It's where you
like.
Go ahead.
You two-piece it?
No. Go ahead.
Like, so since you can't if you can't remove the mirror, the only way you're getting the film around the mirror is to cut in the middle, so you can
cut a long line.
Open it up and fold it around the back of the mirror. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
So you basically cut around it, and then at the very top, you basically draw a line from the top of the mirror cut to the top of the top edge, and that's your splice. But light bleeds through, especially on anything dark. Like, and if there's sometimes you can do that and get away with it if there's like a little bit of like that fade.
Yeah.
That little fade built in or whatever. But if that's not there and you got a darker film, like the light bleeds through and it looks like dog shit.
Yeah, just because
it's got to be like a light 70 or 50 or something.
Yeah. But even then, you get like a good eye will tell. Like,
and plus, if you do a fucking like, there's more chances that if that mirror's in the way, bro, and you splice it's gonna touch against. There's a 90% chance it's gonna touch and rub against the fucking mirror, dude. You know what I mean?
Come out a lot dirtier.
Yeah, so get that mirror out of the fucking way. Just get that tool. OTC is blue, and I saw a Puerto Rican dude take one off because I broke 3 windshields, and I said, "There's tinters," and I'm sure both of y'all have seen it that have been tinted 30 years. Say we don't do those; they're too dangerous.
All the time, I get calls all the time. Like somebody I called
can't
another shop. They said we can't do it. I'm like, I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there. I got you.
And Luke, that could be you. The other shops won't do it because it's too risky because they don't know just to get that fucking tool. Some people are like, "Oh, you said there's like a little plastic thing." No, don't do that. Like it's like a little plastic thing with like a little dip in it, like a rectangle thing,
a fork or something. Yeah.
I don't trust it, dude. You gotta or take a hammer, do it if you want to. I'm not taking a hammer nowhere. It's just a plier.
Yeah, fuck that. It's glass.
Fuck.
Maybe a rubber mallet, but you still got a chance of breaking it with a hammer.
Dude, I took off 8 of them at the junkyard. I spent 2 hours up there recording. 8 of them didn't break shit. I said, "Yep, now I feel comfortable." And I got videos. That was the first video I made. I think it got like 10,000 views. But I'm not doing it for the views. I'm thinking, thank God, 10,000 people won't have to make that fucking call. Yeah, man, I broke your windshield. There goes your fucking profit.
Yeah, dude, fuck that.
You spent $77. They were 100, but I found a link for $77.
How were you taking them off when you broke them?
Just with a fucking screwdriver and a hammer. Yeah, like I seen on the video. I thought that's how you do it, bro. I was pulling away and up, but you can't. It's like smacking it. fucking crack. Took a
How
piece
do you do them? Do you have that tool he has, Jeremy?
No, actually, I'll show you.
Uh-oh, we got a secret. We got a secret coming out of the
snap.
vault.
No. This isn't a secret. This is brutal. This is savage shit. I use something like this and a microfiber to keep
Let me
that
zoom
off
in
the
real quick
glass.
while you're doing it. Let me zoom in. Okay.
This
It's
is
a panel
brutal.
popping tool, or what is it? Turn it sideways.
No, this is just a big ass fucking.
Oh, see
screwdriver.
that? No, I know. That's what I use. I use something like that. You got to push against the glass, and that's how it fucking broke.
But you have a microfiber like against. So I'll put a microfiber against the glass.
You got bigger balls than me.
I hate doing them. I've been lucky. I've not broke one. I had a customer break one where he's like, "Oh, I got it," and he actually yanked. He yanked it so hard, a chunk of glass came out.
That's what happens to me every time. That's the jack.
Bro, that's on you, man. Yeah.
Look, I'll show. I'll put it in the chat right.
I'm gonna get that tool.
It's 77. Yeah, I'll put it right now.
Yeah, I didn't even know it existed.
I've made more videos about this tool than anything on the group. I spam it. I spam it every fucking every week. I make a video about this fucking tool to save people from that call. Because it's like every week. Oh, I guess I popped my cherry now. I'm like, bro, this is preventable. It's like you didn't wear a condom. They told you to wear a condom if you're in fact having sex with Tiffany from down the road, and you didn't. You thought everybody was joking. Now you got herpes for the rest of your life. Stupid. I don't feel sorry for you.
Groups and not see that once a week. Like at least once a week, somebody's like, "Oh, I broke one." Like, I've seen that.
Dude, this is it's so preventable.
They'll say after I've done 2,000 of them in my life, I finally broke one. Never again.
Because this one, you're not touching the glass. You're just squeezing the spring and pulling up. It's in pot. If you break it, you're a fucking retard. If you're squeezing the clips, you can look and see it. I mean, I've got like an 8K video. It's nothing's touching the glass. You're pulling up.
Yeah.
And you know what I do? I fuck with the customer. I did it 3 times on video. And I'm like, do you mind if I record this? Because this is a hard mirror to take off. Like some people break them. I'm like, okay, it's fine. I was like, yeah. And in the back of my mind, I say, all right, so this is how you take it off. And I say, you spray water on soapy solution. So you put the towel down, spray water, and you get these plier tools, and you squeeze it and pull up. And this is where I start to fuck with them. I'm like, now,
oh shit, I broke it.
I say, if this goes wrong, I'm either breaking this windshield and spending $500, or it's going to come off good. I know they hear me. I'm saying it loud, and they're like, and I say 3, 2, 1, here we go, and I go, fuck, damn it, and I pause. I said, well, fuck, and they're like. I said, I'm just kidding. I got it off. But they're like, oh, okay. No. But they try to play cute. They try to play cute. They're like, well, if you did it, it's no big deal. No, you would have cussed me out.
They're mad.
But it's like, I'm just messing with you. I was like, oh, okay, well, it's fine. I was going to say, well, I got insurance. No, you would have cussed me out. You would have been pissed off and like, damn it, or let down. But I fuck with them a little bit because I'm so confident. I know it's not going to break. I just joke with them.
Did your insurance pay for the other ones that broke?
No, the first insurance I had was bullshit. They said, well, your rate's going to go up. I thought that I had like 1 or 2 free ones a year. And my first policy, I had the bullshit. It's like, well, I mean, you can come $300 out of pocket, but your deductible's $500, so it don't make sense. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I thought I said, give me another policy.
Your deductible was.
Yeah, $500 when the windshield's $350. You can turn in a claim, but they don't even make. I say, what? So it's like the new policy I got now, it's like 1 or 2 free ones. If I break 1 or 2, it's free. I don't do shit. I had to put that in.
Yeah. If your customer has comp and collision, they could just fire, or at least in the state of Florida.
I think it's that's what my insurance agent told me. He's like, if they don't even raise your rates, it like 1 or
Florida,
2, but still,
you get 1 a year in
Florida. But I
so.
feel like a dick. Like, can you use your insurance? They might be like, what the fuck? Use your insurance? Why gotta you fucking broke it?
Yeah, in 20 years of doing this, I've only had 1 windshield break on me. It was recently. It was on a Fiat.
Oh, how'd that happen?
It kind of came. There was a rock chip, and I didn't see it before I started shrinking. And I noticed it after, like, basically, I went to shrink, and then I just hear a pop, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, I lift the tint, and I see this little hairline crack, and I was like, "Oh my fucking!" But right in the middle of it, I could see a little crater from where like a rock had hit it. Yeah, and I didn't see it. But I explained it to the customer. I even showed her the impact from like where the rock hit it, and I said, "This, I didn't see this." I started applying heat. Like this was probably going to happen either way. She had no problem filing a claim with her.
Really? Okay, and some people are cool about it.
If that does happen, you have to find the impact point and be able to point out, like, hey, because that and overall, like, do an inspection on the glass. Like, don't.
I was just gonna say I didn't know that. I'm definitely gonna start looking into it now.
You know how I broke mine? I put the visor strip. I had put the visor strip, and I went to go heat a little finger on the top, and the same thing he said. I didn't see that little rock chip, and then it was my it took off to the top, and my friend was cool with it. It just took off from the little point to the top.
Oh, okay.
But you got to look out before you heat it on the outside, or a little finger from the outside of the glass. If I would have did, probably would have did it. But we have to look out for all those little chips. Only on the windshield, so sides in the back are tempered.
Because if you don't think to look for it, you're not going to fucking do it. You don't know what you don't know.
Here's one thing that will motivate you to look for it. Do you guys know how easy windshield chip repair is?
Oh, that's what Chuck Boucher was telling me about. Tenor for 40 years. He said he makes
the easiest thing ever.
He makes a shit ton of money doing it. And man, that's weird you said that. You're the only second one that told me about it.
You're working on the car. You're already working on the car.
He's got a whole kit and everything.
I'm telling you, yeah.
You're the second one.
Little resin kits. A monkey could do this shit. It's so easy. It's so easy.
He said he'll be at the gas station. He'll be at the gas station and just talk like 15 minutes. I'll get it fixed. $80. Get it 15 minutes at a gas station or something. I'll fix that shit for you. And they're like, yeah, $80 in 10 minutes.
Usually the kits are just like basically these suction cup devices that basically center a plunger directly above the chip. You just put the resin in the plunger, twist the screw so it forces it into the hole.
Yep.
You put a piece of plastic over it. You cure it with some UV light. You scrape the rest off. It's that easy. Tinting's way harder than windshield chip repair, and that is an amazing add-on service.
Now, do you
have to drill it halfway through the windshield? Because my windshield guy, he uses a mini glass drill bit. I don't know if it's spinning opposite or what, but you have to drill like halfway through.
I don't drill in the glass. If that's that complicated, I pass on it. I'm like, I do. Okay. Yeah. If I have to drill in the glass or any long cracks, I got limitations. But
because you can only do so much.
At that point, like they're probably better off getting it replaced anyway.
Right. If it's too bad, there's a point of no return.
And most of the chips you're seeing, it's going to be those little starry-eyed, tiny little things that are actually pretty decently easy to fix. And you set the customer's expectations realistically. You tell them like, this isn't going to completely go away. You'll probably still see it a little bit if you look for it, etc.
Yeah,
but it's going to stop it from spreading.
Save you from paying a new windshield. Yeah,
easy add-on.
Yeah, now. Where'd you get your kit at, and how much was it, Jeremy? If you mind telling us,
guys, I use a Rain-X like.
You're lying. You're fucking lying.
I'm not kidding,
dude. Because the Chuck dude, he had like a 200, like a briefcase with all kinds of shit in it.
$800. You said $800.
$10, and I can probably do like 10 chips. I could turn the $10 windshield chip repair kit to probably $200-300. Like,
damn, are you fucking? Hold on, I gotta write this down, bro. If y'all aren't taking fucking notes right now, if you're not taking fucking notes right now, you're retarded.
There is no barrier to entry for that. Everybody has $10. You just go try it. Like if you don't know how to do it, I'm sure we all got cars. You guys all work on cars. You will all find windshields. $10. You can start practicing.
Or watch a YouTube video and see what type of chip is too big and what type of chip is okay. Like watch a YouTube video. Like this chip is okay to fix. This one stay the hell away from it.
I like what he said about the not drilling too, because my windshield guy drills halfway through.
Really?
He'll drill an itty bitty little drill, and it's a glass bit, and he'll drill through, and it's made for glass. So I've never seen him crack one, and it's a special bit, and he has a little cordless tool, and he drills halfway through. He don't go through both of them,
Like when they're at your fucking shop to get the windows tinted, upsell. Hey, I see you got some chips. I can go ahead and fix this for you while it's already here. Like
$25 for one, $40 for two, $60 for
something like that. Yeah, they have no reason to say no.
Like that.
It's already here. Why not? You got 10 minutes, don't you?
We only got $10 in it. We can do it.
It's a win-win. Yeah, they don't have to go somewhere else. It's already here. You got the shit right there.
I know, yeah, that's actually not a bad idea.
And that kit will do multiple. You could probably fix like I don't know, depending on the size of the chip and how much resin, you could fix like probably a good 10 chips.
Go to the used car dealerships and look around and make a deal. Go to a used car dealership and find some. Hey, I'll give you a deal for 10.
And some of the insurance companies pay for 1 or 2 or 3 of them, bro, per car.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, they will carry. Yeah, I don't know how it's like to get paid by a carrier on that, but you are correct on that.
Yeah, they'll pay for a couple of them.
What city are you in?
I'm in Marion, Iowa, Cedar Rapids-ish. Kind of, that's a bigger town by me.
Iowa.
Okay.
Iowa.
Okay.
How far? I'm looking at it on a map. I'm trying to find out how far you are from like. How far is Cedar Rapids from you?
Like 10 minutes.
Oh, that ain't shit.
Okay, so you're basically Cedar Rapids. Okay. So
Yeah.
what you need to do, my friend, I kind of didn't really tune into, like, I was kind of getting ready to hop on the live, so I kind of missed the whole marketing thing. I heard, like, your dad doesn't think you could get it going on in that town.
Yeah, I don't
and
know
I
about
got
that
the
shit.
gist of it. You need so what these guys I did tune in when you guys were telling them, like, yeah, start a Facebook page, start that shit yesterday, bro.
Yeah.
The customers are gonna look at that shit, and that is your work history. That is your resume. So
exactly.
And they're gonna judge you if you just started that shit a week ago.
Yeah, they're gonna say the whole
they're
way.
gonna judge you for only being a week old. But the only way you're gonna get past being a week old is to start the shit now, and then time passes, and eventually they're like, oh, he's been doing it a few months. You'll start to build that rapport, right? And you need that for my next tip, which is there are Facebook groups you need to join. Join every fucking local blah 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 city rants, raves, reviews, everything within a fucking 25 50-mile radius of you. Jump in every one of those groups, and a lot of them will allow advertising. Some of them are like
so
only
like
on
the small
Sundays.
business groups.
Well, no, not even small business groups. It's just groups for people that want to go and like be like, oh man, this guy Aaron, he's like the best electrician. He came and he like,
Oh yeah, I'm in those groups. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So a lot of those groups will allow you to like plug yourself like once a week, like on Sundays or Tuesdays, or some don't let you at all, but a lot do. So what you need to do is you need to make a very simple post. And I've tried everything. I've tried long-winded shit, photo stuff. What the thing that works the most for me, it's very simple. Who needs their car windows tinted? For me, I also put "We are mobile."
Yeah.
And that's it in big ass fucking letters. And then I put a link to my Facebook page. People will just start dropping in the comments. I need a quote on this. And like monkeys, the next one, I need a quote on this. Like everybody will see and start asking for quotes. Like you'll get so much free business. It costs you $0, my friend.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay
$0.
for Facebook ads. I wouldn't pay for Facebook ads, bro.
Okay. No. But those groups are free, and those people will promote you like crazy. And here's the thing: you need to start looking for people asking for window tinting recommendations in the group. 100% plug yourself every single time, and not just for the reason of you should plug yourself, but once you start plugging yourself for like responding to those things, the algorithm will think you're interested in window tinting. So now every time somebody posts in those groups, the algorithm's gonna, anytime somebody posts in any of the local groups around me about a window tinting thing, it's on my feed, because the algorithm knows that's what I'm interested in. So you need to start, and the only reason it knows that is by you interacting with it. That makes sense?
Yeah, that does. Yeah, I made one today, and it was pretty short and simple. It said, "Hi, my name is Luke, and I do window tinting. Let me know for your window tint needs with my number on it." Something
pretty
like
good.
that.
I like that.
Something short and
simple.
Yeah, and your number and your website.
Do you think that he should go after like the bigger cities since he's so close? Because I was asking him what's the population.
That's why I asked. Like, yeah, that's within, like I said, I would go a whole like 20-mile radius of you, including the whatever large city you said you're by. I'm sorry, it's been a long day.
Cedar Rapids.
Cedar Rapids, yeah.
Cedar Rapids, yeah, including Cedar Rapids, yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
That's trying to hold on. I'm going to show you what I do, or I'm going to show you my post.
Why do you have your shop 30 minutes from your house? More people?
Fuck no, because there's no apartment. That was the only shop I had a choice to go to. So it's like,
is there more people? Is there more people at your shop area than where you live?
Hell no, hell no. It's just fucking the situation. Hold up, is the stream looking right? Is the screen black?
It just went black for a second.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to fix this shit.
What?
It's good now.
Is it? So my other shop that I had before was 5 minutes down the road, but a situation happened. And I'm just gonna, that's a whole other story. I had it all, I'll just phrase it this fucking way. I had a chance to have my own shop, and that's where it was, and so that's where I went. I'll be politically correct. But if you want to know the real fucking story, I'll talk about it off camera. But yeah, I just want to, at the end of the day, regardless of whatever the fuck happened there with the shit, I had a chance to get my own shop or my own thing, and I did. Even though it's 30 minutes away, I don't give a fuck if it was an hour away. It'd still be worth it. So now I'm trying to move closer, so I didn't. I wanted my own shop. There's one 30 minutes away. That's why. When you got too many fucking shit, when you got too many motherfuckers in there, and you got somebody's like, man, I really wish you wouldn't record in here, man. Like, people are gonna see our shop and shit, dude. You got that bullshit happening.
Oh, you wanted to do your own thing.
Yeah, man, people are going to see what we're doing in here. So fucking what?
Yeah, isn't that the whole point? Like,
man,
what?
How far do you go out, Jeremy, on the mobile? How far do you go out from where you're at in a radius?
Lately, I mean, so if I'm just like giving flat prices, I try to keep it within like a 10-mile radius. I used to have like a 50-60 mile radius when I started. I would go like almost damn near from one coast to the other.
How much would you charge for that extra time, that radius? Or not much?
When I started, nothing. Zero. You're hustling, bro. You're trying to get your name out there. You're trying to get basic customers. Like I was happy to have the work, because guess what? Anything is better than nothing, right?
There you go.
That's what was in my head today. That's what was in my head today about the pricing. When you're getting started, you got to get in there and get some pricing, going to move some shit instead of moving nothing. Go for it.
Yeah,
that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like trying to figure out like a consistent price I should stay at for like right now until I get like a little better.
Mm-hmm.
Like I charged my buddy $200 for his whole sedan today.
It's not bad. Don't go too low. Don't go too low.
Is that pretty low? I mean, is that
was that
low,
carbon or dyed or what was it?
Carbon.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, and it took me like 4 or 5 hours maybe. It went pretty smooth. Like I did the back window first try.
Really
good. Yeah.
Go slow and good. Don't book the whole day if you need to. Don't worry about being a 30-minute tinner. You know what I mean? Do it right.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've been trying to like think about. Like people are on my time, and if they want the job done right, it's gonna take.
Leave it here all day, and I'll call you when it's done.
Exactly.
Right.
You'll get it back today.
And before you know it, once you do all this shit, it sounds like a lot, but it's really not, dude. It's like, it probably sounds like, but you could always go back and listen. That's why I want to do it live. So if you forget, like, what did he say? You can go back and watch what we're saying, dude. That's why I like to record it.
Here's the ad. This is literally exactly what I put in all these groups. And this isn't just text. This is like a link basically to my Facebook page. You click this, it goes to my Facebook page.
Nice.
So that's how you do it. You do that, and then people are gonna. So you're the people that are in the same group that already use you are gonna start plugging you, right? Other people are gonna come in. I need an estimate. Get ballpark price. PM sent, right? You do this week after every week. Every single week you're allowed to. You do this like clockwork. You set reminders. This is important. I'm telling you, man, I've gotten so much business. A lot of things that used to work for me don't work for me anymore. So I've had to try out other shit. And this has been fucking killer. I'm telling you, man.
Jeremy, have you ever paid for Google Ads and it worked or didn't work?
When I first started, yeah, I think we dropped like $1,000 in Google Ads when I first started, like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
After that, like I said, I gave another. I think when JC and we did our live, another piece of advice: 2 business cards, right? You can go get glossy double-sided business cards. You always give out 2 business cards every single job with like links to your social media, your phone number, your website, all that other stuff. How many? Yeah. Like, and you give 2 cards in my spiel, and I'll give you like the script is. Here's one. If you ever need anything down the line, you ever have any issues with a tint, feel free to give me a call. Keep this in your glove box. So if you ever need anything, like it's always there. And the other card is for if you ever know anybody that needs tint, I greatly appreciate referrals. That's the same script.
You know what I do? I write $5 off on that every fucking card incentive. 5, 10.
There you go.
They're like, oh, they're not gonna throw it away because this is $5 right here. Write $5 off on it. You ever do that? Hey, you know who told me that $5 thing? Chuck Boucher, the same one that told me about that windshield chip repair. He's like, man, $5 off. That chip goes a long fucking way.
Those are super cards now. Those become
exactly. Cards. Just by writing on it.
Check this out. Check this out. I like that. Check this out.
Just up your price $5 for everything, and it's fucking the same shit.
Watch this, or 20. Check this out.
Boom! Now we're cooking.
Watch this. I'm gonna give you a tip. My sister was selling T-Mobile phones when they first came out, okay?
Okay.
In a small town, an hour away, in a 10,000 people town versus like a 500,000 people, right?
Yeah.
So she's selling all these phones, and she had this $20 or $25 referral deal, right?
Oh, that's okay.
And everybody, she would sell them a phone, and everybody that would they would give her a referral, they would leave that person's name, and she would give that person $25.
Damn.
Check this out. Here comes the magic.
Okay.
Number 1 in the whole state. They gave them tickets to the LA Dodgers.
What?
They met Adam Sandler. They met Paul Wall. I'm in an itty bitty little town, bro.
What?
And you just gave me the chills, bro, because they were the number 1 sellers for that $20 or $25. Everybody wanted that $25 to bring somebody else.
Damn.
And they were number 1. T-Mobile sent them Dodger tickets. They met Adam Sandler. They met Paul Wall. They paid for they were sitting in the box with Paul Wall and Adam Sandler. And everywhere they sent them and all the gifts they sent them was top of the line stuff because they were number 1 in what? Sales. You just sparked something on me that I'm not even doing.
Wow.
You send me somebody $20, put your name on the back of the card or whatever, have some kind of system to type it in, send me a text and let me know they bought.
My buddy that sells cars does that. He's got a $100 referral built in the back of his business cards. Yeah.
Boom. Marketing at its finest. Marketing will move it to 20 or 25, JC.
You're lighting a fire under their ass. You're making them give it a reason, lighting that fire under their ass.
Give them a reason. So you're upcharging 25, but I'm a little confused right now.
Break it down.
Yeah,
so if your normal price is 200, and somebody calls you like off of that, you just tell them your price is 225. Basically, you just integrate it into your pricing.
Yeah, it's like you sell something. You sell something on Facebook Marketplace. You want 200, but you put 250 because you know they're going to Jew you. So you're like, okay, I guess I can take 225, but you only really wanted 200. So you actually got.
There you go.
They're always going to want to. You got to give them a reason. Like I said, my prices are all automatically because I give $10 off for military, current, retired, firefighter, police student, teacher, EMT, single parent, senior citizen. So I upped to $10 because most of them people apply to $10 off. So they're thinking they're getting the fucking hookup.
They love it.
I mean, they are, but it's like, if I want 200, so I put 210. All right, $10 off. It's 200. I wanted that in the first fucking place. They think they're getting the fucking hookup.
I like that.
Another good tip on the social media stuff that's also got me a fuckload of business in the past year or so. You need to link up with your detailers, especially if you're mobile, like 100% link up with your mobile detailers. I've made friends with, I think, 3 different mobile detailers through social media. And hey, these guys need their windows tinted too. I had one guy reach out to me to ask if I would train him. And some of these guys because these guys, their customers are asking them, do you know somebody that can
exactly. Somebody just called me the other day on that.
Really?
Go for it.
There's money. They realize there's money being left on the table, so they want to get it. So often they'll think, well, I need to learn how to tint. But what you can do is say, hey, you don't need to learn how to tint. We could do 1 of 2 things. So I have 2 types of arrangements. I have an arrangement where I'll give you a 10% referral fee, just straight up, and I integrate that into the pricing, and that seems to work, right? Or I have certain detail guys that tend to very high end customers, and they handle everything. I have one guy who has a very successful detailing company, and he will set up everything. He'll coordinate on my price. We will text each other live. I'm not gonna lie, I give him a little higher prices because I know who his clientele are. We coordinate on price. He adds whatever he wants on top of it. I don't care what. They're his customers. He knows how much he can push the envelope.
That's like what I was trying to do with the dealers. At the dealership, I was trying to do that. Smart. Charge your fucking price.
I did a full Corvette C8 in ceramic, brand new F350, dually platinum in ceramic, full windshields on both. He made $750 off that deal just for setting up. He collected the payment. He paid me in full a week before I even went out to do the job, and off of that, he still made $750. It's good,
great.
And we've been doing business for a minute, so he trusts me. Like, he knows he can pay me a week in advance. I'm going to show up. I'm going to do the job because I'm going to keep this going. I have incentive like a motherfucker, and now
you got to give a reason to people to do something.
Lift a finger. He didn't lift a finger and made $750.
He's got it easier made than us.
I want that job.
He's got it easy. I wish I was in his fucking shoes. He's lucky you called his ass. Straight
that
up.
day I did, bro. That day I was like, bro, you didn't have to. I had to do all the work. Like,
he better be sending you a fucking Christmas card every year. I'm saying.
Nah,
I'm just saying.
He didn't last year, actually, but
I'm saying you hooked the brother up. But he'll appreciate that. He appreciate that.
Yeah.
Big time. That means a lot.
And that's revolving business, because the more their business grows, the
they're
more they're
fuck with you. Always in front of people. They're always in front of people. This is marketing 101. Put it on the board. Marketing, window
your
tint
network.
marketing.
It's literally your network, man. Like I can't. And dude, detailers have been just look. Marketing has changed a lot in the past few years. Like what used to work for me didn't work. I know a lot of people run Facebook ads and Google ads and just go ham down that route.
Waste a lot of money.
Tried other things. Like detailers have been one of my saving graces the past couple of years. Like I get
nice.
like so much, but or I've got you need to start going to like there's performance, like I've got a Porsche like performance aftermarket center, like
nice.
they need somebody to tend their cars too. You need to
Yeah.
go to
Body
like
shop, glass shops,
all these
body
spots.
I just went to my buddy's shop.
All these spots where they're asking for window tint and it's nothing there. You're filling the what need.
Yep.
I just handed out business cards to my buddy's shop. He just started up performance shop actually.
Write $5 off. Hey, write $5 off on every fucking one of them. Because they'll be like, whoa, that's $5. It'll take you 1 second, $5 off, $5 off, $5. A regular business card, but if you see $5 off or $10 off, sneak a free one in there. Put a free one in there. Say, one of these cars got a free window, oh shit, or a free windshield strip or some shit. You got, like he said, incentive. Okay, I'll call him later. Wait, $5 off. Hold up, this is $5 off. They find a fucking free one in there.
Funny.
What's up, Daniel? You just said what up.
A lot of people think that shit won't work, but we fall for that shit all the time. All the time. But like the amount of times I'll rush to Harbor Freight to say $15, and then I get there, I'm like, the fuck, I spent $15 in gas getting here. Like dumb shit.
Manipulation. Manipulation.
We all fall for it.
Black Friday is a prime example. You don't need a fucking TV. You got 3 of them, but you still go in that line and beat up somebody and take that out of their hands.
I only buy the Big Macs when they're buy one for $5, get one other one for $1.
Exactly.
Yep. Other than that, I get the McDoubles.
But it works.
The $3 one.
It fucking works.
Oh shit! I just got it for a limited time only. This month only.
Yeah, you gotta tell them. Yeah, just little things like that. You gotta give people reasons. Because if you're just like everybody else,
$10, and it's always this month, but it says $10 off for the month of March,
right?
Month of April, and then next month it's $10 off for the month of. It's like that. Those
just
funny
say
movies.
this month. Don't even put the month on there. Just put this month $10 off. You'll never have to change.
There you go. There Universal. You go. You ever seen the funny movies of the Chinese stereo shop that's selling the amp and speakers and they tell him, I thought you were going out of business. And he says, no, it says going out of business 50% all year long. He said that just brings them in.
That's smart. That's smart.
Smart motherfucker, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Bro.
And they don't know when they go, how much is it? He said it's 400, but it's 200 with the half off. Not that bad, but it's good stuff though. It's not. I'm not getting that bad, but it's funny, you know. We're always going out of business, but we've been here for 20 years.
Right, dude. Whenever I got in trouble for selling spice, every month I'd say, "Hey man, I'm done selling the spice, bro." When I was selling the synthetic weed windows, what got me in trouble? Every month they're like, "Oh shit, I got to hurry and buy." I said, "Yeah, bro, I was the only one selling it."
Scarcity.
They're like, well, what do you quit? They would borrow money from their buddies, their mom, their girlfriends. They get a loan out and buy a bunch of the shit from me. I did that every fucking month. Tracy, but this month I'm really quitting, bro. You might want to get as much as you can.
Always go out of business.
Yeah, when you said that, it reminded me of that.
Hey, there's another good psychology point. Whenever I schedule, even if I'm not busy that day, I schedule him for 2-3 days out because this motherfucker's busy. He's the best in town. Boom, 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 boom. Sometimes if I'm bored, I'll take in a couple of windows, but I hardly ever take in like a full truck or a full 4-door the same day. It's like, oh, let me get you in. I got something on Monday. I got something too. We'll get you in Wednesday. Oh, this guy's got more than one job, and I'm not lying. I'm most of the time I'm telling the truth, and it works out in my favor. You know what I mean?
Luke, when somebody calls you wanting a new customer wanting a tint job, don't say, oh yeah, I can do it today. All right, I have time tomorrow. Say, I don't know, man. I'm kind of busy. Let me check my schedule and hold pause for like 5 seconds.
Desperation. They smell the desperation, but
why aren't you booked up? Why aren't you booked up? Say, man, you don't got to lie. You can't say, man, I'm booked up. I've been booked up, but I might have an opening this week. And then when are you free? And go, I might be. Can you do it too? Make it seem like, man, you're busy. Hey, this motherfucker's busy. Oh, I got lucky. I got in. Don't say I'm free for the whole month. Why?
Yeah.
Why are you free?
I don't have nothing all month. I'll do it right now. I'll do it at 4 a.m.
You know they're gonna say, okay, let me call my wife. Let me talk to my wife, and I'll call you back. They ain't calling you back. Make it look like you're busy as a
how
motherfucker.
do you do it? How do you do it, Jeremy? How do you do it?
Well, he probably don't have to now, but in the beginning, he don't have to now, probably.
But how do you do it now?
It's funny. Now you guys, I'm just in a different category than when I started. When I started, I still have the same company name, and it's ASAP Window Tinting. So I took the direct opposite approach. I decided I got nothing to do. On my first round of business cards, I put same day service. I wanted that was my niche. You need it done. I'm in a huge city. I live in Orlando. The desire for tint does not fucking stop. And there are a lot of people that want it done that same day. So my niche was, you don't want to leave your house, but you want your tint fucking a day, I'm the guy to call. And that became my reputation.
All right, that's a little different.
Where I'm at now. So where I'm at now, now it's like, if I can make it happen, I try. For example, the other day, like, I try not to like overload myself, but you know, you don't want to lose customers. I do my local police department's cars, and I had like this, you know, some of these guys become my friends, but one of the undercover guys, basically they were swapping cars out. So he needed his car done. They need their cars tinted immediately, because if they get seen walking in and out and it's identified as an undercover car, he's a narc agent. Right. They're fucked. There's no point in him having that car. They specifically request, do not post this on social media, etc., etc. So basically he's working at 9 a.m. that day. He needs his car done. I'm like, I don't want to lose him as a customer. In my city, if I don't get to it, someone else will. Yeah. And my PD guys, also, they're the PD guys for where my shop is located. They got my back. Like, I'm untouchable. I want to keep those guys happy. So what did I do? I was at my shop 6:30 in the morning. He showed up before the sunrise. I'm in there tinting. So there are exceptions. You can't just be like, I'm not going to do it. But for the most part, I do try to get them in as quickly as possible. Like right now, I'm booking up like a week and a half, 2 weeks, just that time of year. But in my slow season, I will like, I don't know. It's different. It's different. It varies on the different. It depends on your season. Like if it's winter time, like I do keep it real. I'm at the point now where my reputation in my city is so good, and most of my business is repeats and referrals. So if your friend tells you that, like, somebody's like, oh, Chubbs referred me. Well, Chubbs referred you, you know I'm good then. So I can tell you, if I really had a spot available and like tomorrow at 3, like, or if you really just have it open and you want to save face and you're like, I don't want to look like an idiot, you'd be like, hey, I just had somebody cancel tomorrow. I could get you in tomorrow. Still makes you sound busy. You just play the situation, you know? Okay. I agree with that.
Do you do deposits, Jeremy, or no?
It depends. So if you book online through my website, I'm rebuilding my booking form, but not like rebuilding it. I am only accepting deposits. Yeah, there will be an option to pay for the job entirely, but yeah, just I've had, honestly, I haven't had enough. I haven't had the issue of cancellations that much until like the past year. The past year or so, I see how. Have you
ever went to a house? You got this sides and back on a sedan, and you get there and they're not like answering the door or something like that. How does that work?
I had one dude. I knew he was gonna fall asleep. I was like, this dude's so drunk right now. I was like, and then I literally had to call him for 2 hours. I just sat there for 2 fucking hours, like just calling him on repeat. Eventually, he wakes up. Like, I'm so sorry, bro. I fell asleep, and like he comes out to like give me the keys, reeks of alcohol. Like, damn. I knew that was coming. So here's the thing. So my rule of thumb after that, you learn, right? You only got to learn. The harder you learn, the more those 2 hours. I'm thinking of how the fuck can I prevent this? Like, I don't ever want to sit in this fucking parking lot again for 2 more fucking hours. So now, if you're walking away, like, you pay me. Like if you're like, oh, I got to go down the street to like, I just tell people like, hey, like I might finish before you get back. I need payment before you leave. I can't chase people down. Like, and stay firm on that. I'm telling you, if you're not firm on that, you're gonna get fucked. And if they're out of town or some shit, get payment up front immediately. I had a guy that runs one of the largest roofing companies in Central Florida, probably maybe the largest roofing company. Damn. He calls me, very weird request. He goes, I want you to tint my girlfriend's car. He might have been married. I don't know. But anyway, he had a girlfriend. He wanted me to tint her car, and his special request was, I want you to bring her some flowers. I was like, kind of weird. I don't know. I'm the guy you want to bring your girl flowers, but whatever. I got you, bro. Stop by Publix, go to the bouquet section, send him a picture, pick whatever you want, pick the flowers, go to his girlfriend's house. He's on the phone with her as she answers the door to like get her reaction, right?
Right.
She's okay. She's happy, whatever, gets the flowers. I'm midway through the job. He's texting me, hey, bro. About how much longer? Okay, right. Get done with the job. Give her keys. Give her the whole spiel. I've done a car for this guy before. I've done all of his employees' cars. So I there's some trust there, right? And I literally there's newspaper articles, so I know how much this guy's paying. I'm done with the job. I sent him. He goes, I sent him the total, including the flowers, right? Because I'm paying for the flowers. I think it was like $425 with the flowers, I think, right? He did not pay me that day. In fact, I had to wait the whole, and I didn't say anything because I didn't fucking need it. And then like, I know he's good for it. I know he's busy as fuck. Like, so I'm not trying to bother him if I don't need to. But the next day I text him, I say, hey man, I know you're really busy. I just wanted to remind you, like, just if you could send that payment whenever you get the chance. His response was, when have I ever not paid you? And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
right.
I've never had to get a payment from you remotely. And like, and in my head, and all the time it takes you to type that, you could have fucking Zelled me or Venmo'd me.
Exactly.
It's all the same amount of fucking
Cash
buttons,
App,
right?
Venmo.
He sounded like he was drunk and got mad for no reason.
I don't know. He was out of town or whatever. He did pay me later that night.
Man.
So like, it's just, and the dude's got the money. It didn't make sense. So I'm like, trust me, man, when I do cars for this guy from now on, his prices are a little bit higher. And you want to know what he paid me? On the 425, you know what he paid me?
What?
You know what big tip was? The only reason I stopped to get this dude's flowers for his girlfriend, I'm gonna get a big tip. $440, $15 fucking tip.
Man.
Bro, you're like, so don't like, you need to have firm rules when it comes to your payment, bro, because people will like, you'll eventually, like, most people will not fuck you over entirely. The people that will fuck you over entirely will do it through credit card payments like a year later for no reason.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Oh, it'll happen. Like, I promise you, it doesn't. And oftentimes it doesn't matter how much fucking proof you have. They just stole from you.
I didn't know they could do that.
I can have, I've had pictures. I've had text messages. I had this one girl who I basically like, I tinted a couple cars for her, and then she had a window that fell out of like her soft top BMW convertible. And she's like, can you replace this window? I'm like, not usually my thing, but I'll try. She kind of like even pressured me into doing it. I did it. She basically like was texting me and she's like, I want to go to the beach. And I was like, I'm not feeling you, lady. So we didn't go to the beach. About 2 weeks later, she fucking charges back shit going back like 18 months, everything.
Shit.
I had text messages from her saying how happy she was with the work. I had pictures of the work. I had pictures of her license plate, the address that correlated probably to her credit card statement.
Right.
She still wanted all that shit. I had it doesn't matter. You have all the evidence. I even said she's upset because I didn't want to go out with her. I sent this text message of that. Did not help. Lost it. Like that's gonna happen, and that's probably just the cost of doing business. But and also Amex. Like if somebody's a little too happy to pay with an American Express card,
won't even. Yeah, my shit won't even take it.
Biggest red flag. I tell them I don't take it.
Yeah, my credit card companies won't even take it.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know why. They don't seem to work.
There's an issue. There's something with it. They're like, it's too many problems or some shit. Too many problems. You know what I mean? They said, no, we don't take it. The fees are stupid higher. They said, we don't take it. I don't know. There's a reason for it.
I just don't take it. Like, I've been burned twice with Amex cards, like pretty hardcore. So, and one time the guy got too giddy. He literally said, do you take Amex? And I was like, yeah. And he got this grin on his face where I was like, you motherfucker, you're not going to. And he did. He 100% did. Yeah.
Really? Man.
I actually, I might be able to find a video. I went back to his work to confront him about it. I was younger and a little crazier. And somebody was walking, he owned this data center, and an employee walked out, and he's like, "Oh, can I help you?" And I'm like, "I'm looking for so and so." So he gets the guy. The guy walks out. The guy that owns his data center. It was like a new Porsche I did or whatever.
Yeah.
He walks out and he goes, "Can I help you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, bro, my tint's still on your car." He's like, "I already handled this," and goes to walk back in. The doors automatically lock when they close. So I run up as quickly as I can to put my foot in the door, and I just start yelling at the dude. I don't walk in the place. I just have the door open, and I'm like, "You stole from me." And I'm screaming loud enough for all of his employees to hear. I'm like, "You spineless worm." I'm fucking rimming him out. Dude, he's like scurrying to the back as quickly as he can. And his employees are like, "Sir, get out." And I just keep going on and on and on. And then the guys, one of his like, his assistant was like, "Sir, you need to leave." And I'm like, he's like, you need to get out. And I'm like, technically I wasn't in. So I'm like, "I'm not even inside." He's like, "Well, would you please close the door?" And then I left. Like, but I never got the money back. That's gonna like factor that in at some point. It's gonna happen. It's the cost of doing business, but you need to make sure like that's unpreventable.
Right.
Like with the deposit, if you would have had a deposit on both of these guys, if they'd have paid for everything or 100 down or something like that, would that have? You think it would have been different, or they would just stiff you on the rest?
Deposit that too. I think there's certain situations like, and if you do take credit cards, what I will say is like, don't type if you key in stuff, you're almost always going to lose. You need to be able to swipe it or chip it. Like if you key stuff, you pay higher fees, and if anybody goes to dispute it, like you're probably going to fucking lose. So swipe or plug it in.
Right. Because if not, you're gonna get shafted. It's very, very possible.
Also, I charge a 3.5% fee for credit cards, and like I'm not eating that shit. Okay, so you might not think like, all right, I could eat $7 off every job or whatever. I'm telling you guys, that's fine until you go quote a big flat glass job for like $6,000, and you forgot about your 3.5% fee. And you're just so excited they're giving you a $6,000 deposit.
Shit.
You're like, "Yeah, I'll take the credit card," and then you're looking at $200 in credit card fees. Like
now there's a good subject. If Luke and JC get into flat glass.
I definitely do want to in the future. I actually, one of my buddies just got a house and he wants me to do his front door. It's like these,
we're just so excited
like
they're
5
giving
or
you
it's
$6,000
like 8 windows and they're like little squares.
Yeah,
good money in that.
Yeah,
I heard those were pretty fucked. I heard those get really dirty.
Oh, they would?
But they're not as picky. I heard they're not as picky on flat glass like cars.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I've heard, dude.
Really?
But you guys sometimes you gotta get up on
like
ladders.
a little contamination is okay.
Fuck yeah. Heck yeah.
Well,
I'm sorry. Let me just not. It's contamination should be zero. Let me rephrase it. Should be zero. But my experience, there's a lot less
perfect, but
a lot less. But you got a flat glass. You got to know the type of glass. You got to know which direction it is.
Yeah, there's a lot more that goes
certain
into it.
you can use. That's the shit. Me and you were talking about that, Jay Bird.
Let's listen to him. Let's go, Jonathan.
So usually like you can start. So I know Matico. I use Matico for flat glass. I love like you should learn the was it the drop roll method?
Oh yeah,
like,
I've done that before on a little window.
Yeah, and I like Matico because like you could drop roll with like you don't need. Some people use like a wooden dowel to do it.
Yeah, PVC pipe.
Like, yeah, their liner comes off so easy. You could just like, and the whole fucking thing drops. The whole fucking liner drops. Like I love using their film for that, but. They have universal film, like they have what's called Nova 70. It's almost like what you would consider like a clear ceramic. That is safe for any type of glass. It could be low E, dual pane, non-tempered, whatever. It's safe on every type of glass, and or exterior film is pretty much safe on every glass. I mean, that might be different for different manufacturers, but Matico's exterior film is safe for pretty much every glass, except for if you get to like solar, like the sunroofs or the moonroofs, skylights, that type of stuff, like you're gonna. Those are the only times I've been advised not to do certain outside applications. But you can probably go buy a universal film. If most manufacturers will have one that's safe, if you're not sure, you can go buy a low E card. 44 Tools sells one for like $100, so you could test for low E. And that'll eliminate a lot of variables. You can physically see if it's dual pane, non-dual pane. A lot of windows in the corner, they'll have an NFRC code, which is like which ties to manufacturer's database. And for me, I can take if not every glass has it, but if I can find that NFRC code, I can send it to my engineer Matico, and he'll tell me what kind of glass it is and what they have that is safe to put on that. Also Matico, shout out to Matico. What they also do is, as long as the job is pre-approved, they will warranty up to $500 per window against glass breakage due to thermal stress. So that's added confidence you can sell to your consumer. Be like, hey, we're rejecting a lot of heat here. It gets kind of dangerous, but this company will guarantee that if the window breaks, they'll pay up to $500 per window to fix it. Wow. I don't know if other companies do that, but they do. And they have a lifetime warranty on residential, 10 years for commercial. Shout out to Matt. I don't use their automotive stuff. I got read. Right. I'm not gonna bash them or whatever, but their flat glass stuff is legit. But so like, don't let the fact that like you don't. There's a barrier of entry if you're getting into flat glass for buying some of the bigger sensors and meters. Like you could drop $3,000 on a fucking like on some of the better like technology to tell what kind of glass it is, but you don't have to. Like you can look for NFRC codes. Your polarized lenses will show you can see tempered glass through polarized lenses wherever it's been heated. You'll be able to see that, so tempered or non-tempered. Yeah. So you can eliminate certain things. Don't let the fact that you don't have like a $3,000 machine to tell you what type of glass it is stop you.
Which one? Like, what do you mean, like low E? So, say I can't put this like 20% on this certain glass or something like that, or what brings on the cracking issues of a cracking window or a cracking outside of a house?
So the way if we're talking about not exterior applications, but if you're applying it interior, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interior.
So let's say you got dual pane glass, right? So the film is either like absorbing, reflecting, or rejecting the heat, right? But so if it's absorbing, like, and I believe that's mostly how automotive film works. It's not too bad. Yeah. But if it's reflecting, rejecting, and most of your flat glass films are reflective because like there's a difference. Flat glass windows don't fucking move. If you're driving a car, there's air moving over the surface of the window. All right. So it can work a little like using a little different technology. Your flat glass windows do not fucking move, so they need to be reflective or rejective, right? So when you have two panes of glass, you've got heat coming in, right, which is making the gas in between hotter, and then the film is actually rejecting that heat back out, which is making it hotter again. So it'll create this feedback loop, and the glass can get to like 1,500 fucking degrees, or even higher than that, and doesn't matter, like at a certain point like the glass breaks. So it's just, and there's other scenarios. I don't know exactly how low E works. Some of that shit is just magic in my head. I just know there's a chart that I can look at, and if I can determine the type of glass and basically just go through the chart, it'll tell me what's safe on it. I know a lot of the issue, especially for like dual pane glass and low E stuff, is like it's just the gas in between the panes will superheat because it creates like a little feedback loop. That makes sense.
So they do a lot of outside applications, so it just bounces out
before it even gets through the pane of glass. It's just rejected. Exactly. Yeah, and their reflective silver has like an 81% T-Sir. It's great. It's an 81% heat rejection, which is
that's insane, dude. That's stupid.
I got a question about because I've been looking at the flat glass films, and there's like different plies. Like, what's like a 3-ply film?
Thicker.
Oh, okay, thick. I didn't know if there was more. I didn't know if there was something more you need to tear off or something. Okay.
Yeah. No. It's still like there's not an extra like layer. Like technically if that happens, it's delaminating, and it's not good.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. But okay, thanks.
So most common is what, 2-ply for flat glass?
I don't even know.
Interior?
I don't know.
Because 1.5, 2-ply, I don't know. Never mind. I'm thinking about it. But the exterior film, I would think that's thicker, right? And you cannot use automatic. You're not supposed to use automotive. I've heard two different things. If it's not dual pane glass, if it's one pane glass, I heard you can use dyed film that's 35% or not darker. But I've heard you can.
Yeah.
I've heard, you can use automotive film because dyed film, it just goes right through. But I've heard there's so much misinformation. That's why until I learned with the ins and outs and what you can and can't do for sure, I'm not fucking with it. I did use dyed film,
Yeah, or like, look, there was a point I didn't know what I did, but my manufacturer, my reps gave me so much confidence. So like, look, just call us, man. We'll figure it, because they want to sell their film, right?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. So are the reps pretty? Yeah, they're knowledgeable. I'm guessing pretty knowledgeable on what.
So with Matico, I have I just email like one of the technical engineers directly. Like I used to go through my rep, but I ask so many questions. Like I go straight to the engineer, and he'll get back to me as long as he's not traveling for like a conference or something. He gets back to me like that. So
wow, that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. What's this fucking thing? We might have to wrap it up here in a little while. Wait, somebody wants to join, but who the fuck is this? View. Is this Jay Bird? You trying to get in here again?
He might. It looks like he
got kicked out. That's what happened. Jay Bird, you back?
Hit the wrong.
You got two. You got two accounts on here. All right, the other one went away.
Sorry. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. It said wait for the thing or something like that.
All right. But anyways, dog. If y'all about ready to wrap it up here in a while, I know everybody's gotta go fucking sleep. It's 1:44 here. I don't know if y'all can sleep in the morning. But
one time I put 5% car window on a wide trailer.
This fucking dude. What'd you say?
I put 5% on the inside of my double window on a trailer.
Yeah.
And it got real hot in between, and the outside layer broke.
No, was it single or double pane glass?
It was like a trailer. Trailer's like a double.
Okay, see, I've got double pane glass in here, and I put that GeoShield dyed film on there. But hey, I fucking
what percentage?
5. Because I want 5. I want privacy. I think it's cool, but yeah, it's like these windows right here. Look, fuck, upstairs it's like that.
It's a gamble, but long as the sun's beating on it all day.
Yeah.
So that's probably a fucking no-no, right? Yeah, this is 2 pieces of glass.
Well, it depends. It depends if it's doesn't look like it's direct sun all day. You know what I mean?
No, but on the opposite side upstairs, I got it. Fuck, you wanna know what's crazy? I put on when I lived across the street, I put black vinyl on because I had blackout shades and I put black vinyl. Never cracked it. I don't know. Your mileage may vary. But I didn't give a fuck because that landlord was a prick. The one I got now is cool, but I didn't give a fuck. I left a fucking thing of milk. I put fish in the vents. He was a dick. I'm just kidding. I didn't do that. But look, I said too much. Hey, we gotta get off. I said I should have. Never mind. That was a joke. I made that up. But hey, we gotta do a skip, man. Hey, but Luke, man, glad you soak all that shit up. Now this is gonna be on the Batman group, the Window Tint 313, and it's on the YouTube JC Tint. So if you want to go back and fucking download this, and you could any of these fucking expert advice. Like I said, you're in the beginning, I'm in the middle, and those guys are seasoned fucking soldiers. And that's why it's like we could all learn from each other, but it's like, man, we're lucky that they're even giving us this time, bro. I appreciate it.
I really appreciate you.
And you can pass it. Hell yeah, and you can pass this on to other people, dude. It's like the knowledge it all goes around. Just keep it flowing, dog. Like I'm learning from them, and I'm like, I want to undo that shit about let's keep it a secret. It's this fucking simple. There's plenty of cars to go around for everybody. How is there not?
I was telling that to one of my friends that actually my friend that got me into window tint, he still tints. We're in the same community. We're talking about that on a small level, but I was like, brother, like even let's say a lot more people come into tint and like, or let's say everybody's businesses grows. I think it's like we don't have to fight for like the same little piece of the market share. If we're all advertising correctly, we could take the market cap and blow it up. In my city, the market cap could be $1 billion.
Yes.
But if we're all advertising correctly and we're all letting all these consumers know, like, guys, the best thing in the world is window tint, we could push the market cap from $1 billion to like 1.2, and it's $200 million for everybody in my city to eat off of because we're just informing people of how awesome window tint is.
And that's what I was talking to Chuck about. Like if we all can get on the same page instead of like not ripping people off, but get paid what we deserve. It's fair, dude. Because at the end of the day, I'm not doing no more than 3 or 4 fucking cars. I got a life, dude. Even though I'm single with no kids by choice. You don't want to do 5. You can only do so many. If 100 people wanted their cars done today, you couldn't do it. Nobody could. So they have to go somewhere else. That's my logic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing no more than 3. Fuck you. Go somewhere else. That's what I'm telling them. I'm sorry, but I got to go home and do shit. I got a little cat right there that needs me love. I got to watch my conspiracy theory shit. I got to take a shit shower and shave every other fucking week. I got shit to do. So I'm sorry, I'm only doing 3 cars. Holler at my buddy Luke, he's good. Hey, holler at my buddy Jeremy, he's good. Or if they're busy, hey, that's how it should be, man.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, man, I love y'all. All right, what'd you say? We ain't never gonna hang out. Let's just fucking stay up all night. Fuck it.
No,
hey,
I was gonna ask you,
where's the cocaine? I'm staying up. Hey, where's Timmy Tweaker on 31st Street, apartment B4? Ain't going to sleep tonight.
He's
Fuck
a
it.
nut, eh? Timmy Tweaker. Hey, JC.
He's probably mowing his grass right now at 3 in the morning. What?
JC,
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up something on pricing. How you were like confused if you should go higher or lower.
Yeah, because this fucking tariff shit, I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
I heard about that too.
What do we do with this freaking? Matt had to go down on some of his prices
did?
and drop. He went down because they
When?
weren't getting nobody in there.
When was
He
this?
said on his live.
Like recently?
He said on his live. Yeah, nobody was coming in, so he dropped his dyed, put his carbon to like his dyed price, and then
What?
dropped
That
his
much?
ceramic down.
That much?
Yo, that could be like. That also could just be like him having a bad week and nothing to do
Could
with
be.
tariffs. I'm thinking it's
'Cause
the
I don't think the
tariffs
tariffs
and
has hit us
then
yet.
overreacting.
No.
That's
He
overreacting.
didn't say tariffs. It was about the shops in your area.
Oh, okay.
It was about they were calling around and everybody was at that lower price. How does that all work?
That's so backwards.
So-
it's like summer it should go up, winter down, right? Or no?
Yeah. Go ahead though. But what do we
I'm
do?
listening.
Make some
I'm
money or not? Go ahead.
So what I'll say is what I've noticed in the past, like this year, specifically like the beginning of 2025, fuck have I had way more price shoppers. I can't tell you the amount of time I've given my price and just heard people go ghost. How I changed my prices, crickets. And it's not normally like that. I went from closing like 80% of shit to like
Let me call the
fucking
wife,
20,
or I'll let you
30%
know.
of shit
Or,
now.
yeah, or in a month.
Yeah, that type of shit.
That's
Yeah,
how you
no,
know.
but before that, I was closing like most of the time. If you came to me, I was closing it. But usually, when they get the price, God, they just disappears. I mean, but some of them come back. Some of them really did need to just talk to the wife. It's very rare, but like that. But for them, like I've noticed way more people price shopping, and I think it is partially because there are a lot more people doing. Okay, so here's actually the theory I've heard.
All right, go ahead.
That there are more people doing it, right? And so everybody's knocking on the $130, $140, $150 car guys, right? But maybe those guys are doing a good enough job to where it's good enough for those people to justify the cost they're paying. And like we're reaching a point where there's new guys that are just trying to establish themselves that are doing good enough. You right? We're like everything. They gotta be. No, maybe it's good enough to where like
matches the price.
Matches the price, and the customers are okay with
The
that.
customers are okay with the $100 tint quality. Is that what you're saying? The customers are okay with the $100 tint. We all know what $100 tint job, but they're like,
yes.
Brand new 2025. This goes with your point. A brand new 2025 Dodge Ram. I'm thinking they want ceramic. They said, no, I'm only gonna keep the car 5 years. Just give me the cheapest stuff you got. What?
There you go.
So I said it might like so. And here's what Kevin Rogers does. He says, I got a 5-year Dodge film and I've got the ceramic. He sells the shit. 5 years, they're like, okay, that's fine. If it fails, let the fucking next guy worry about it. Not my problem. That's the fucking logic. For some people.
Well, he has three. He has the 5-year, a color stable, and a ceramic. And he says they always go for the middle one.
I thought he had 2.
And he said if they
don't have
no,
carbon.
he has 5-year. No, he don't. But he has 5-year. Then he has color stable lifetime warranty, and then these 3 or 4 is cool because they always pick the middle. But he said they he never even sells the 5-year one. That one's just there to bump you to the $300. No, he said.
I heard him wrong. Then my bad. I'm glad you was here to correct. I thought he said he said a lot of the 5-year one. I misheard him then.
That one's there just to bump you to the middle job, to the middle grade of tires. Tires, there's a low, medium, and a high, and I mean.
Right. See, when I heard them people with that brand new 2025 Ram say, it's a lease, so I don't care. I'm like, what the fuck? But there's a lot of people that don't give a fuck.
There you go. It's a lease. They're not going to keep it.
Because I'm thinking, you just spent this much money on a fuck $60,000 on a truck, and I just want the cheap stuff. You don't want the ceramic, but some people do. Some people don't. 2 people buy a brand new car, but their mindset's different. Oh, I want the good shit.
There you go.
No, I already spent. I got $20 left in the bank after this tint job. I can't afford the ceramic. I went broke. This one dude, remember I told you about the guy that was trying to give me a fucking check to wait 3 weeks to cash the fucking thing?
Yeah.
He was bragging about, yeah, this dude, I've been doing business with. He brought me like 3 or 4 cars. He told me, I just bought this brand new truck, man. Nice. Red. It's a 2025. No, it was a 2025 because it was earlier. No, it was 2024. Last year.
And the main point is he had already paid you for 3 full jobs and you trusted him.
Yeah, he said at the end of that's true. Never no bullshit. At the end of the fucking job, you know what he said? He said, so how much is it, man? I told him the price. He was like, whoo, that wasn't, I thought it was gonna be less than that. I said, what do you mean? He said, I thought it was gonna be like closer to 300. He wanted. I said, you said ceramic. You specifically said, and I sent you the last time I did his job. Was like a year ago. I said, bro. I said, I looked at the phone. I said, you said ceramic. You want size back and shirt? It's like $450. He's like, I don't know if I got that much. Here's where the fucking shit started to go bad. I said, but dude, I said, look, I sent you. I said, so I sent you my website with the prices, right? I'm looking at my phone. But you didn't click ceramic? No, I thought it was good. So he didn't. I sent him the. So I'm like, all right, how can I figure this out? Because I wanted to cuss. I know I wanted to cuss him out later. So I'm like, all right, I'll just charge you for carbon. Let's call it carbon. So $350. All right, well, I can write you a check. Can you wait like 3 weeks? And he said maybe 2 weeks to cash it. I thought he was joking with me. I said, you funny, man. But he didn't laugh back. He said, well, maybe it might be 3 weeks. And then I got pissed the fuck off. I said, you didn't tell me this shit, bro. I said,
The
bro.
nerve with some
I said,
people.
what the
Holy
fuck, dude?
shit.
I said, I had to take a deep
That's
breath.
the services. The fuck.
I said, you didn't tell me this shit. I said, bro, I don't do business like this. I said, dude, what am I going to tell my fucking landlord? Wait, tell your landlord some shit like that. I said, you ever went to Walmart? I said, bro, you can't do this shit at Walmart, bro. What the fuck? What am I supposed to do? I got bills too.
Bro.
I said, well, he said, well, I don't know. I said, what you got today? He said, I might have 200. I said, so hold up. You didn't even have enough for what the fucking price you thought it was going to be, right? Because you thought it was going to be 250, but I said, I only got $200. What the fuck? I didn't even charge him in the. I said, so you have to call CC. I might have to call my wife. I said, yeah, you might have to, bro, because we got a fucking problem. I said, what made you think that I was going to be okay with that? He said, I didn't think it was. I said, I was supposed to wait 3 fucking weeks. I said, no, hell no, dude. And he thought he didn't see nothing wrong with it. Point is that he had to go to the fucking, he could only get out $150 from his bank. He had to get his wife to bring him $100. Awkward as hell. For him, not me, I was pissed. I ain't talking. I put him in my phone number. I didn't block it, but I put bullshit or do not answer. Point is that he had a brand new car. He had a bragging about, I just got it, man. I just paid this much money for it. Brand new. It's got all the shit. I just got a detail. But you can't even afford the fucking tint that you got, man. Make sure that people will think that that's okay. Yeah, I'll just wait just a couple weeks. Yeah, just wait a couple weeks to cash it. What the fuck, you? And I can tell in your eyes, Luke, right now, you're the type of dude that would say, okay, that's fine, I guess. No, you say, which windows do you want to keep? Because 2 patterns are coming off. That's what you fucking tell them. Let your fucking, for half the job, let your fucking nuts out, dude. Tell them you don't put up with that bullshit, dude. They're spitting, I feel like they're spitting in my face. I'm gonna make. I said, why do I need to wait? Make your fucking landlord wait. Why should I wait?
Put it on somebody else.
Yeah, don't make me wait.
I've had people fuck with me like that. I had one guy. He was big.
Wait, were they fucking with you, or they really believed that it wouldn't be a problem? Like they're weird that they're confused that you're pissed.
Let's check it out. What his story is.
Sorry.
I had this big 6'5", like 300-pound redheadish, like Jewish dude, like character. Like I go to Tint his like '96 Impala, right? It's an R&R. My boy and I, we get to it. We're cranking it out. We do a phenomenal job. He was nice as fuck when we first rolled up too, all nice and jolly and fun. Got the car for you here and blah blah blah. I'm like, cool. He comes to check out his car and he's like, okay, and he's like, hey man, what the fuck? There's a scratch right here. It's a scratch on his rear bumper below my fucking knee. I'm like, dude, there's nothing I could do to scratch your bumper down there, dude. And upon closer inspection, the shit had oxidized. It had already rusted. At that point, I'm like, dude, this is already there's no way I scratched it and rusted. He goes, that's impossible. He goes, I check the paint on this car every day.
Then how the fuck did you not know? Well, I wouldn't want to say that. How did I know before you?
So, and you checked it every day, but you just happen to see. So anyway, I point out the rust, and he concedes. He has no choice. I'm like, bro, I could Google how rust works, man. This did not happen today. So what's his next move, right? The top matrix of those old Impalas, it wasn't a dot matrix. It was those thick ass lines.
Yeah,
that kind of separated. That's what I'm talking about.
They're airing them.
There was air and some ghosting, and he's like, hey, what the fuck is that? And he's like, I'm not paying for that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, you know what? I can't make them go away completely. I could hit it with some heat, and I can make it a little better. And I'm like, but you just told me to not touch your fucking car. So do I have permission to like do? He's like, fine, you could try that. So
what's his problem?
So I go.
You wanted a free tint job.
Okay.
You wanted a free tint job. Go for it.
Tint job, and that's what I'm
Go
getting
for
to.
it.
So I go and I fucking do this shit, and you know, this is just like a song, and like it's like a little dance I'm doing, right? I know I'm not really. This is barely making it look any better, but I do it anyway. Still not good enough. What does he come out with me next?
Damn, he's not done.
How do I know that when you leave here, it's not going to turn purple like some of these other cars I see? I said, sir, I have 5-star reviews.
Yeah.
There's not a bad thing about me on there. He goes, how do I know those aren't all your family members? I was like, look, I mean,
that's when you make him feel stupid. That's when you start the condescension. I would love to say shit like that to me. I made him look like a retard.
I have this rule of thumb. Right?
Okay.
My rule of thumb is there's no such thing as free tint. I don't care what the fuck. You're not getting free fucking tint. I'll rip everything off here. I'll take the
that's my policy.
And I'll take the hit on the R&R because I can't put the old tint back on. Also, but I can't leave all the fucking like anything I could leave on there. I'm like, but I'm taking that tint off. There's no such thing as free tint. So I tell him, sir, I can either remove the tint and not charge you anything. Oh no, I'm sorry. I skipped one step. He goes, so when I basically tell him like the whole thing about the reviews, and when he's like, how do you know those are your family members? He goes, all right, how about this? I give you half now, and if it looks good in 2 weeks, I'll give you the other.
He told you that?
I swear to God.
What the
fuck? Swear on my mother's grave.
How about I give you your keys back when I get the second half? How about that?
Yeah,
right. And it ain't going nowhere. So I tell him, I said, sir, I'll take the tint off. Like you can either pay for it entirely, or I can take the tint off. And
I never again, so now like he's
realizing I'm not getting free tint, and he wanted the tint, so he concedes. He goes, all right, I'll pay for it, but if there's anything wrong with it, I'm gonna leave you the worst review. So now in my head, my
how did you not whoop his ass? How did you not whoop his ass, bro? I would have.
I wanted to, but like
you did the right thing. You did the right. I'm sorry.
My
not whoop his ass, but cuss him out. I did not beat him up, but
I can't.
No, I'm getting pissed off hearing this shit.
I do jujitsu in real life. Like I could do that, but
yeah, you're right. That was a smarter move. That's a smarter move. That's a smarter move.
So here's what I did earlier when he was all nice and jolly, right? He was reminiscing. He was telling me about how he used to be a cop down in Miami. And that. So I bring that up. I as I'm like packing up or whatever, I start questioning him about, what like tell me some stories or whatever. I get him talking about his glory days when he was a detective down in Miami. And within 5 minutes, he's smiling, he's happy, he's all lit up, he's all talking about himself and happy. And as he's happy, smiling and feeling good, I say, sir, it's been a pleasure. Shake his hand, go on my way. I never got the bad review.
That was smart. See, damn it. See, you look at, man, you play that fucking. See, sometimes it's smart to kiss their ass. You want to feed into it, but that's intelligence right there.
Yeah.
You need to listen to this shit, Luke. Because I would have been like, I would have felt like you disrespected me, but damn, it's smart.
No, but I left knowing that I manipulated the fuck out of him. I'm driving away like I won. I got paid. I manipulated you. You tried to get one over on me. I fucking won. Like
you got to let them think they won. Look, you got to let them. What'd you say?
Never called me back, but never left a bad review. And
good.
And you have to like.
Damn, that was smart, dude. Fuck.
You have to care. You have to care enough, like to like, not react emotionally. Like people are gonna fuck with you, man. And here's the other thing. You'll gain confidence from that. I used to stress. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The first few years in business, what if this happens? What if this happens? What if the customer? What are the I got stories like this all fucking day, and they're all victories. So now when I go out, I don't worry about it. I know I'll figure it out because I've done it before. Like, so the more you deal with these negative things and learn from them, the better off you become a better businessman.
Because if you had went the route and like I did, like belittled him and made him feel stupid, like beat him up with your words, he would have probably lied, left your bad review, and had his family and made up a false story. But you manipulated him, and you actually won by letting him think that he won. That's fucking. You listen to shit, Luke?
Mental jiu-jitsu, he said.
Yes.
Mental jiu-jitsu. That's what it is, man. Dude. He didn't even know it happened. He didn't even know it happened, bro. I just made him feel good about himself.
You pickpocketed his brain. Fuck. You know, like you did that movie Inception. No. Inception. See that movie? You implanted a thing. Man, that's holy shit. That just changed the whole way. That's
It-
the best shit I've heard. And whoa.
It works
I know,
because I'm not
that's-
emotionally tied to this. I'm just trying to get paid and get my, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I don't give a fuck about you, but like,
Yeah.
I care about my business. I care about my reviews. So like,
What did you? I'm
gonna handle this.
How did you not?
Yeah.
What did you do to not snap? Because I know for me, I fucking get pissed real quick, and I'm like, what? How did you take a deep breath? Like, how did you like figure out instead of going off on this dude because he's basically insulting the fuck and threatening you and insulting you? How did you say, oh, I'm gonna go this route? Like, did you calm down or fucking take a chill pill or what the fuck did you do? Because I know you had to got pissed.
I've been doing that mental jujitsu for like a while, dude. I've done it like I used to work nightclub security, so like I have it. Like I know how to calm down irrational people. I know how to make people my friend. I've had so many times drunk dudes for no reason come up like they want to swing at me, and I'm like, yo, who we getting, bro? Like
that almost reminds me of like
it worked. They'll look at me and they'll be like, yeah, who we getting, man? Like it's crazy.
No, did you ever see those prank videos like they go into the hood? It's like, what's up, my ninja? Oh, you want to box? They get ready to fight and they strip their clothes off.
Yeah.
Let's go fight. Yeah, let's fight. And their dicks hanging out. They're like, well, no, I'm not fighting you naked. What if your penis touches? Yeah, that's smart. You want to fight me?
Yeah.
Man, I'm taking everything off. My balls are flapping this way and that way. Butthole. And I'm like, I don't want to. What if you get on top of me and like you grapple me and your thing hits me in the cheek?
I don't want your dick on my leg. Dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what if he just grabs me? Remember on The Hangover when Mr. Channel jumped out the trunk and he had his nuts right on fucking Stu's face? That's smart, dude. If you find a guy bigger than you, just strip butt naked. You want to get beat up or make him run? He's not gonna scare him. He don't want to touch your butthole on accident, or you hit him grabbing you. And what if you got like a little erection and it touches him? It's like
this is what are these videos on YouTube or what?
Probably, yeah, it is. But we'll say it's not for kids, so it's good.
Luke's takeaway is anybody fucks with him in his dad's garage, he's gonna drop his trousers and be like, "Pay for this tent."
That is, man. See, now you got me thinking smart because they're gonna be like, never mind.
Now you scared Luke. He thinks he's not gonna get paid.
It's very rare. It's very rare. It's
not
very
pulling up
rare.
my weenie.
It's less than 1%. It really is.
Yeah.
He's gonna feel sorry for me because it's like that. He's gonna be like, man, I'm not even gonna punch this dude. His life is miserable. His fucking shit's like that.
I'm gonna tip this guy.
I said if I strip butt naked, he's immediately gonna feel sorry for me because of my little fucking mini chorizo, my Vienna sausage. He's gonna see it. He's gonna be like, damn, he's that black and that fucking shit's that small. Man, it ain't even worth it, dude.
Hey,
that's like beating up a
me,
midget.
bro.
Would you punch a midget? Would you punch a midget? That's fucking. Would you hit a guy with? Would you hit a guy with glasses? Hell no. You're gonna beat up a guy with a little appendage. You're gonna be like, man, your life's hard enough as it is, bro. You seen a guy with a little schlong?
There's videos like that for real where they get naked with a.
Why you want to look at him? You fucking weirdo. Hold up. You want to look at him, Jay Bird? Is that why? Why you want to know?
No.
You want me to send you the links? He said, "Where are they at? Where do I find these videos of these naked guys?
Where's they're at?"
That's just funny to see how
YouTube.
they run away because they thought they were gonna fight.
It's on YouTube. It's a prank
They
fight.
run.
It's a
I know what Daisy's talking about.
It's blurred out, but it's like
they knocked them out of their normal right there.
yeah.
You know?
It's like they magic trick, and it's like they don't even know how to talk. It's like the last thing they're expecting.
Yeah. No, I don't want to see it, but it's funny.
Yeah, it's like if you piss someone off, and they're like, "Man, I'm gonna knock you out," and say, "Bro, when I was in the 3rd grade, I shit my pants, dude. Like my mom, I got in trouble, dude. What are you talking about?" And then when I was 5 years old, dude, like I got a wedgie and everybody saw it. What are you talking about? I'm about to knock you out. I know. But one time I ate this sandwich and somebody, I think they farted on it. They're gonna be like, "This dude's retarded. What? I'm about to knock you out. Let's fight." Yeah, but one time I ate a quarter and it got stuck in my throat, but I finally pooped it out 2 days later. Just start saying random shit, and they'll be like,
yeah,
bunch of non sequiturs, right?
No, and be dead serious. Like, remember that time that I told you that, that one girl kicked me in the kneecap and I had to get surgery, and you was there? What? Just start saying random shit. They'll be like, this guy's whoa, he needs help. Look, I'm calling him. They'll be calling him.
Or they'll go along with it. There's that. You guys ever see that guy Johnny Hamcheck or whatever?
No, he's on YouTube.
On Instagram.
What's his name?
Yeah, on YouTube. Johnny Hamcheck. So his whole spiel is he'll go up to people that he doesn't know.
Yeah.
And he'll go he'll usually go to a construction site with like a hard hat on, and he'll just start acting like he's the boss. And people go with it. They're like, who are you? And then he's like, who is Nick running this shit? They're like, Pete. He's like, I need to talk to Pete. And then Pete comes over. They're like, yo, Pete, he called for you. He's like, Pete, I'm Johnny. I'm a Tommy Tough Knuckles crew out of New York. Like, I probably got these 6-foot chains. He's like, okay. Like, dude, he commandeers situations. He'll roll up on job sites and just become the boss. People just go with it. It's crazy.
That's funny.
Does he have them doing like all kinds of like stupid shit they're not supposed to be doing? Like, move this over there.
Yeah, bro, dude. Some of them he just like he fucks with some people pretty bad. Yeah,
that's
like,
good.
Yeah, that's great. Like he is like he's a walking social experiment. Like you watch his shit, dude.
I'm gonna study
I
this
lost like hours watching his shit, bro.
We're supposed to paint this house, this building white, but we're gonna paint it pink today.
he'll be like, yo, who's running this shit? Who's running this joint? Like,
oh my god,
it's hilarious.
You imagine if he does disorder like that, and then the real boss comes or something.
Oh yeah, then you just play it off like you didn't know.
He goes for the real boss. He'll go talk to and the real boss doesn't even know. Like the real boss is like, what is happening? And
he thinks he's above him. He thinks he's above him.
He'll tell him that. Yeah, he's like, I was sent from the other crew out of Mississippi. Like he just people are like, okay.
And he's real fast at coming up with shit.
Insanely fast, bro. Insanely fast, bro.
All right, what's his name? Johnny what? Johnny what?
Johnny Hamcheck.
I want to watch him. I don't want to see no naked guys.
No. But on YouTube it blurs it out. But the black guys.
Yeah, but it's just the point. It's just.
Oh, is this like a white dude? Let's see. Let me put it.
He never shows himself. It's always like first person point of view.
Oh, okay. So you don't know. So no one can be like, I've seen your videos. It's actually smart.
Yes, exactly.
No one can. They never know when it's coming.
That's good. That's smart.
Oh yeah. Because they would see. Oh, you're the guy from Boom Boom Boom. You know.
Oh, here he is. Here's one right here. Let's see. Is this a? Oh, how do I turn the mute off? Here we go. Fuck! I clicked all these damn buttons. Let me turn it unmute this.
Yeah. She recognized me.
Psychology of window tint.
Pyramid Club. Well,
how to get paid on time.
One on Bethel Road.
These are at Walmart.
That's the one. I'm Johnny. Johnny Hamcheck. I did your roofing.
Your roofing?
I did the shingles.
Roofing?
Yeah.
At Kurt's house?
Yeah, at Kurt's, yeah.
I would love to.
This is all he does all day, bro. It's crazy.
JC would be good at something like this, bro.
I want to do this shit. I'm gonna get like a little camera.
Bro, he'll do wild shit. He'll be like, yo, does Tommy still have that thing in his head when he got hit by Timmy at the party with a hammer? And they're like, yeah, I think so. Like,
I would spend all day doing this. I would do this all day. It's so fun.
You talked to him today?
Yeah, this guy made a career out of it, bro.
Well, I know.
Oh my.
He has a knot on the
This dude is like,
this is
Tom and Jerry knot. It goes.
He's touching him in the head.
You gotta push it. And I told him, I said, Kurt, put some pressure on it.
Oh my god.
If you don't put pressure on it, the knot's not going to go down.
They're gonna think he has Alzheimer's or something.
Yeah, he got hit pretty hard with the spatula.
He got hit pretty hard.
He kept kicking, he kept pushing him, he kept riding him. Steve Balboni, Kurt was riding Steve.
And they're like, oh.
And then he just kept.
Wonder how long he stays there, like all day, or
I could never.
Sometimes he fucks with people for like a quick 60 seconds, and sometimes he'll get him going for like 5 minutes and just like lead him down a rabbit hole. Like,
here's the construction dude.
Hey.
Oh, here we go.
Balboni tell you I was stopping by?
Who?
Balboni. I got those 6.5 foot cables for you guys. I'm Johnny, project manager.
Alright, maybe it's probably tough.
What the fuck is that stick you're holding?
It's a flagger.
Oh, this guy, I've seen him. This is, yeah.
I'm watching all these tonight. Hold up. I'll look back up.
What do you do?
I told you I lost hours to this
Doing
shit.
good, man.
For Eli.
How do we get into it? But it was to making that guy feel good to pay you, remember?
You're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Now, what if
Straight
I
up,
ask
this
you
is
to piss in
mental
the cup for me
jujitsu
today?
shit.
You gonna be
This
a
guy's
asset?
the king of it, bro. He's like,
Hey, he said if I asked you, he said if I asked you to piss in a cup today, you go pass it.
Still.
Yeah, cryptocurrency.
Oh shit, he's scaring him with drug tests, huh?
Yes.
You do that?
Do I do crypto?
Yeah.
That's some shit JC would do. You could do this, JC,
I got
on
a
your
drug
own
test.
channel.
Look, I got drug
Bitcoin
tests
and
right
shit like
now.
that?
Look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I
They're
seen you the other day.
stacking
One
that
of those
shit now
cups.
off
I'm
the
not on
internet.
meth. I'm not on
Let me keep
this. I'm on
going.
my medication. He was
See, you too.
he peed in a cup on his stream to show everybody he was sober.
Hey,
I swear
Balboni tell you I was
to
stopping by.
Oh my god.
Balboni.
I'm gonna
He
watch
took
one
his own
more.
drug test the other day.
Yeah, I got it right here. Let's see.
Hey, still
Might
not
as
doing
well
shit
prove it
at
to
the
people
job,
for coming
eh?
out like that.
People think I'm on
Fucked
drugs.
up.
I'm not.
I know. It's
Man,
me,
you really got
Johnny,
proof things
project
these
manager.
days.
Tell that fucker
Yeah,
to
bro,
go
for
around,
real.
would you?
These fucking chains.
Damn.
Take one right
What did
there.
you say? I'm only
tell you I
on
was coming
medication
through?
for legal medication or
Fucking
something like that.
Balboni said to give these to
He's
you.
giving him some chains.
No, you don't need to charge it. But where's Roger at?
Where's
I want you to do this.
What the fuck do you do here?
What? He's cussing him
I know,
out.
and you're doing a good job too. Billy told me that you were
fucking
going to help my
asshole.
cousin out when he gets out. I need you to give him food. He doesn't have. He
Dude, so
doesn't have
confused.
food.
Yeah, look at his
Where he's
eyebrows.
staying.
They
He
don't
just
look
got out
real.
of prison. He was in there.
You know
with
what's
crypto.
odd, bro?
Okay?
You know what's funny? You
Tommy
know what's funny
Tough
when he
Knuckles
leaves
out
the
of
scene,
New
they're
York
like,
City. It's my
"What's his name?
cousin.
Came over here and went, who?"
See,
Who's
he's
that?
good at keeping a straight
He's gonna
face.
be starting back next
Yeah,
Monday.
exactly.
See, and like
I'll
I
be
can,
laughing, bro.
solid and just give him a sandwich.
and
if
I'll
you
be
don't
dead
mind, on
serious,
his
and I won't
first
laugh
day and
because
shit
if you
like
laugh,
that.
he's gonna know you're fucking with
See,
him.
Let me
that's
ask you a
why I
question.
know you
If
could
I
do
was to
that.
give
You know what I mean?
Dude, I'm gonna go to Walmart and do this. I gotta find like a little hidden camera, like a button thing. That would be so funny, dude. I'm glad you. It's like, dude, I literally talked to my therapist about that. I was like, is something wrong with me? Because I like fucking with people just a little bit. Like I love doing it. Like I love to make people feel like they're about to have a little stroke. But I'd say it's I'm just messing with you. But I do that. Like I'll find a hot chick and I'm like, you smell that? Did you fart or was it me? And she's like, what? I swear I do. I love doing it. It's like a weird obsession thing I have, dude.
What do they
Now,
say? What do they say?
They don't say nothing. They're like, they fucking have a hard day. They're like, what? And I let them feel that for a minute.
That's it.
And the way, like, you know, when someone asks me, does the tint go on the inside or the outside? Part of them feels like one or two things. Either they think I fucking don't know what the fuck I'm doing, or they're asking a stupid ass question. Like, does the milk or the cereal go in first? You should know it don't go on the outside, you fucking idiot. It's going to blow off. So I tell them this, because it kind of pisses me off. I say, well, I play like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing because I'm kind of going into what I think they're trying to act like.
This is funny.
I said, well, I mean, do you want it on the inside or the outside? And I pause. They're like, well, fuck, he should know. And I said, well, I could put it on both. I had to charge $100 more, though. I mean, and I hold it for as long as I'm not about to laugh because I get myself mad, and that's why I don't smirk. And they're like, they don't know what to say. I'm not saying shit, so I'm putting the fucking spotlight on them. I'm putting the spotlight on them. I'm waiting for them. And I'm like, I hold it for as long as I can, but I don't want to torture them too long. I'm like, I'm just kidding. It goes on the inside. They're like, like they just fucking arose from the sea and they out of breath. They're like, okay. I was like, I do it because don't ask me no fucking stupid ass questions. You know what goes on the inside. You're raised by fucking two people. You're not an idiot. You're not in a special ed class. I can tell because you got money. So don't ask me no dumb ass questions.
I fuck with them real quick, like 5 seconds. You took him down a journey. I'll do some cringy shit. I'll be like, yeah, just keep it under 80 and you'll be fine, you know. And then I'll hit him with just kidding real quick.
Yeah,
you know,
I go way too deep.
Man, you take him down a rabbit hole. That whole inside outside, I would 100% be like, this guy knows the fuck. I don't know. You tell me. You're the expert.
Yeah, and I say, which I mean, really, it's up to you. Really, it's up to you. Which one? I just assume you want it on that.
You.
I'll charge you.
But you gotta not say nothing. You gotta stay silent. Because they're like, he's not gonna fuck. He's done talking, so I have to talk.
That's straight face. That's hilarious.
I've been waiting to do this for years because you're sitting there and they looked around and you're seeing their windows and you're charging them $200-300 and they're looking around and they said, "Is this all you do?" They said.
Oh.
And I told this Indian lady and her niece the other day. I said, "No, I strip on the weekends." Oh, they said, "You scared me." I've been waiting to do that, bro. And I did it on I did it on an Indian lady and her niece, bro.
Her niece.
And is this all you do? And I don't know if they're asking.
They're like, do you not make that much money? Like, what?
Okay, they're asking that, or they're asking, do you do other services so I can pay you more because I like you? There's two things they're asking.
I'm like, I look at it.
No. There's two ways. Is this all you do? Do you tint windows under a tree and they give you a 12-pack? That was like 40 years ago. They used to look at window tinting like, hey, bro, I'll go get some tint from AutoZone and Walmart, and I'll give you like a 12-pack, bro.
Is this like your hobby? Or
No,
yeah.
This is ceramic film, 450.
I make more than you in a day in a week.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
And what did JC said? No disrespect, but if I do 4 ceramic jobs for 400 piece, I made $1,200 this week, more than what you made in 2 weeks.
Yeah, man.
Some customers will put that together. I had one of my law enforcement guys. He's like,
They start counting
he's
your
like,
fucking
"Damn,
money.
yeah. He was like, you make a lot more money than I do, bro. He's like, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah. I mean, that's why I tint windows, bro. I mean, I didn't. You know, like
You went that road.
we all
I
have
went
our
this
own
one.
thing.
Yeah. But a cop, they got a fucking license to kill. They got a gun, a badge, a fast car. They don't have to follow any laws, so they got their own privilege.
Off duty, some of them can make like 80 an hour. Like they have their ways of making money.
Oh yeah, overtime is like nothing. They'll sit and fucking eat, donut. And just
they literally sit on the side of the road and like.
You ever see the cop cars are parked like this? 2 cops parked, they're just talking on overtime days, just chit chatting, spit dip on the fucking cement.
Yeah, they get like 40 an hour to do that.
Here's another one. Here's another one for the tinters that've been doing it for a while. You're tinting their car and everything, right?
Yeah.
And you're tinting. He said, how long you been doing this? I said, shit, this is the second one. If this don't work out, I'm going to McDonald's. I just watched 3 videos on YouTube, bro.
Hey, what? No, that's.
They want to hear. They like my 28 years and not one comeback. 28 years and only five comebacks on 5 side windows.
See, look, you know what I should do? Should I like record some my customers' interactions? Like, you know what I told them? I swear I got a video of this somewhere. I was dead serious. They said, I seen all your reviews. I said, yeah, and I got the most in Madison County. I said, I've got like 200 5-star reviews. I said, only 20 of them are fake. I said, but the rest of them are real because you got to think. I said, when I first started out, you know how it is. You bullshit and lie. So I made like 20 accounts, 20 fake accounts. But after that, they're real. And they're like, oh. I was like, yeah, you got to fake it till you make it, right? So just 100,
marketing right there. That's another marketing tip.
Yeah, 220. So I said, and I'm like, between you and me, 200 of them's real. The other 20 is bullshit. But still, I got a lot, right? I'm really telling them the fucking truth, but they think I'm joking.
Yeah, you leave them like, what?
This guy's a lying piece of shit, but I'm already here now, so I got to deal with it.
It worked.
Like I said, I know when people are full of shit because I'm the biggest one. But we gotta get off here, dude. Luke just sent me a text message saying, "Can you hang up, bro? I gotta go to school in the morning." My girlfriend's texting me. She's about to break up with me if I don't fucking talk to her. But I don't want to be the first one to say I gotta go. That's what he said just now. I'll show you a screenshot. Luke, just tell him either grow some balls, Luke, and say, "Look, we gotta go," or tell your girlfriend.
I'm having a good time, bro.
I'm fucking with you, dog. I'm fucking with you, dog. See, now we get all the business. House, now we can get some laughs in, huh?
I'm the man of the house, baby.
Yeah, tell her, don't worry about it. Go make me some dinner. Make sure you're butt naked when I get upstairs. That's what the fuck.
Or I'm leaving you tonight.
Yeah, you can walk out the same door you walked in.
Yeah. There's
I'm just kidding. I would never say that. No,
I want to see that.
Man, bro. Man, I did. That's why I'm on medication because I said, look, motherfucker, I ain't stopping you. I'm not sitting in front of the fucking door like you do when I try to fucking leave. Go, bitch, the door's open. That's not how it starts, but it ends up like that when,
That's right.
That's not how it starts. But I got to get off here.
Too many years.
I can't, Not only, I got to watch what I say because I already got EPO against me, but I can't even say the bitch's name. But that expires in 2 years, so now I'm going to go nuts. But all that shit you're on there's a lies. But it's okay. Look, we got to go sleep. We're off track. Yeah. Luke, you get that?
Yeah. It's been fun.
Got it?
What?
I said, did you get that?
Get what?
I sent you an invoice. You owe Jaybird, me, and what you called $100.
For what?
Fucking, what do you mean for what? For training.
Oh, already?
Yes. I sent you fucking Cash App request for $300.
Let me look. What
a ripoff. I didn't even know.
Yeah, we're getting paid for this. She's thinking shit's for free. There's enough free shit we've already
done. Oh, you're charging Luke?
Yeah, he's paying all of us. You're charging Luke? I'm gonna Cash App you. I got yours and his. Yeah. Hurry the fuck up, Luke. I gotta go sleep. You thought this shit was free?
You told me the first sessions are free.
I fucking lied to everyone.
3.
No, we're getting paid.
JC's
Hey,
applying my role.
you're gonna pay
no,
Luke,
no
or you're
free
getting
training,
blocked.
man.
You're getting paid.
No
I'll delete,
free Tint,
I'll delete
no
all these.
free
I'll delete
No
every one of
free
these fucking
training.
videos.
We'll take it back.
I'll delete
We'll
every
remove
fucking.
the training.
Shut up. I'll delete this video right now.
Remove it from your
JC
brain.
will delete the
Now
VOD.
it's 600 because you're taking so long. Now it's 600, Luke. It's fucking 600. You gonna bullshit me or you gonna cash at me? You want the video?
I got
I'm
you right
fucking with
now.
you, Luke. Hey, I love you, bro.
I know. I love this.
Jaber was like, damn, you fucking put the gun
I know.
down.
They were like, fuck.
They
I don't wanna rip- I don't-
texted like, yo, my Venmo is.
I don't want to rip them off, man. I thought this was for fun.
Yeah, for now. That's why Luke's lucky because he got the freebie. We're gonna smack
Free
everybody
trial.
on the back. Yeah, the free trial, like I did with Core and DigiCut for 2 years. I just started paying for fucking.
Hey, it's kind of like when the girl gives you the first 2 pieces of ass free, and then you got to buy her a car and a house.
Ain't that some shit? That's when. Yeah, see, that's when you, that's why you don't fall in love too soon. You will be buying it. That's when you tell her.
You know,
I'm not. You know,
marriage is just legal prostitution. You know what I mean? You ever heard that one? That shit ain't free.
Yeah. Hey, this my idol.
Check
Andrew,
this Roadhouse.
See,
2025 Camry.
See,
I'm
so glad.
Brand new house.
If I didn't start listening to Andrew Tate and pay the $600 a month for his Pimp University, I would have never known.
Really?
Pimpin'
That's why
hoes
that's why they haven't got you yet.
No, because he tells me the truth. I see through all the lies. If it wasn't for Andrew Tate, I would be a simp. I'm a man's man now, thanks to him. I owe him everything.
Yeah.
It's only
people freaked out when you told them that you get a male birth control, no? You get it, right? You do that.
You want me to go show you?
That guy freaked out. That guy freaked out, huh?
Yeah, that's his fucking problem, not mine.
Yeah, but JC don't trust no girl, no?
No, you know how many chicks I went to school with that just wanted mixed babies? Fuck that. They just wanted to get pregnant. Her name was, I ain't gonna say her name, but they know who they are. She said, I'm on the pill. Okay.
The most dangerous ones.
Look at what they do to the NBA players. You know how many kids Anthony Edwards has? Fuck. He's like 22 years old, got like 8 kids. Because they kept lying to him. He don't want to use that condom. He's stupid enough to believe him. Guess what? They got a fucking check. There's their retirement plan. Their mama told them.
Child support, like everyone that has a kid has a retirement plan.
Yeah, for 18 years. Hopefully you don't get hurt. Shit. But anyways, if that fucking trap you. I mean, look at Luke. He's a good looking dude. You better don't believe him. I'm on the pill. Okay. Well, and in fucking 3 weeks, I'm pregnant. Because they find out you got your own business, you're good looking, you're doing good. They're going to want some of that fucking check. They're going to want some of your money. They're going to trap you.
They do ceramic jobs, bro.
They're going to tell you you're the first one that ever they fell in love with. They're going to tell you they're the first one that ever made them have an orgasm that they've never felt.
You're special. You're special.
Yeah. All their other boyfriends were mean, but you're the nicest one. You're gonna fucking believe every word like a fucking.
And Timmy Tweaker don't have a job at all.
No, he got it. Listen, look, they can't take money.
Who's gonna pay for the Pampers, man?
Listen. Yeah,
this guy's a comedian.
If you know, when the fucking child support stacks up, if they can't take money, you ain't got it. Just pay for everything. Look, I work at McDonald's. I get fucking $7.25 on paper. All right, what?
Hey, one time this girl knocked. This girl knocked on my mom's door and said that I was the dad to the baby.
Oh, congratulations.
No. I wasn't the dad. There was like 3 or 4. There was 3 or 4 guys with her, and she picked the Beck's family.
Really?
Yeah.
She's smart.
And I had she's smart, yeah, but I had protection every time I did it, right? And when I went with her, she was already 3 months pregnant because her pants were real tight. I was wondering why her pants were real tight, bro. So the kid comes out looking exactly like my neighbor. You know what I mean? He got all drunk and went with her. He got all drunk and went with her with no protection 3 times in one night.
Damn, that's a guarantee. Those are
there's the charm, they say.
You did that on purpose.
But he was all. But there was like 3 or 4 guys, and she said, "Any, mini, miny, Jaybird." She tried to pick the best family.
Jaybird.
Any, mini, miny, mo.
I just realized, I don't know if we're on the 313 Tint group right now, but if so, we're all probably banned. Just so we're
No,
Just
we're
cut off
live
the-
on your profile.
just
I
that
think.
one. Because if Matt sees this shit, I'm gonna be in the same fucking doghouse. I already burned up all my sorries the last time I got banned. So
No, just cut it off or cut off the end.
I feel like it's too late.
I put on a balaclava or something.
I'm just kidding. I don't give a fuck. I love Matt. You know, I love everybody because I believe in Jesus. But anyways, I gotta get the fuck off here, dude. Y'all can go to do your meeting if you fucking want to, but I'm going to sleep. I gotta watch some conspiracy theory shit.
No,
See y'all.
it's been real.
All right, we'll do it
You guys
again,
have a good
man.
night. We'll talk tomorrow or something.
Yeah, let's do this again soon.
All right, see y'all.
All right.